Welcome to the Hawks Nest live stream show. My name is Brandon Kane, and I do appreciate you for tuning on in today on a beautiful Sunday fall afternoon here in the Pacific Northwest, as it has definitely fully taken flight. The leaves are turning, the air is growing a little crisp, but the football season is going full stage, full go. So here we are now, middle of the year, rolling along, and we got the Cardinals coming into town here. Cardinals have been a little bit tougher than we thought they were going to be this season, so I am estimating this is probably going to be a tough battle. I know on my prediction show I had this as being a fairly comfortable win, but certainly, especially after you hear DK is going to be out in this game, inactive, that potentially this is going to be a little bit of a scary contest for how this could work out. This Cardinal team's just been tough, it seems like, with each matchup they play every week. So we'll just have to see how this breaks out. I guess we are going to get a lot of Bobo, a lot more Jackson Smith and Jigba. So if you're looking for those two guys to get a little bit more of being featured, it does appear you're going to indeed get to see a little bit of that. We have the early game action winding up as we are just about to start here. It wasn't the most exciting early action. There was a couple good games on, but we've got the Browns and the Colts going right down to the wire. Browns a little bit ahead of the Colts, 33-31. Giants up 14-7, surprising the Commanders here with 2 minutes to go. The Commanders got the ball, though. Falcons tied 13-13 with the Buccaneers down in a tight one there in Tampa Bay. The Bears are able to take down the Raiders today with Tyson Badgett at quarterback for the Bears. Kind of surprising. We've got the Patriots able to edge out, maybe the shocker of the day so far. The New England Patriots able to beat the Buffalo Bills 29-25. At home in New England, as the Bills fall to 4-3 and still are struggling here to kind of try to find some consistency. And of course, on Thursday night, the Jaguars took down the Saints, helping out your Seattle Seahawks third-round draft pick compensation that remains out there and on the board. Say hello to everyone here real quick here before we're going to get started up, because of course, once we get cooking here, I'm just going to be doing the main live play-by-play. Appreciate you guys watching today. Please hit that like button in on the way on in here. Bear with me a little bit too today. I'm working through a little bit of a kind of stomach flu thing going on right now, so I might not be at 100% today, but I'm I tape it up, rub some dirt on it, we'll be fine. Herbicide, how you doing? It's good to see you. William Leonard, I'm watching the Lions get roasted. The Lions definitely showed. It's one of those reasons you talk about going into Baltimore being as tough a place as it is to go in there and play and win. It's just a tough environment. They're retiring Suggs' number on the game, and yeah, it's going to be a tough matchup when we have to go in there in a couple weeks, quite frankly. Ravens gave it to them. It looks like the Seahawks are going to be opening this off with a kick. Megan, good to see you. Mark Habercorn, hello. Check. What's up? Feed me more Seahawks. Hello. Hope you guys are doing well. And this kick is kicked out of bounds by Myers. Not a good start here, as that's going to give him pretty good field position to begin things. Roland says, in the Browns defense, been 50 years. After today, that's for sure. Sean, how you doing? McFrew, go Hawks. Fleece, hello. Daniel, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Good to see you. Brian Myers, Michael Sachs, Dropped Out Submarine. This could be JSN's breakout. Could indeed. Nicholas says, Bree, I watch your show even though I'm watching the game at my local establishment. Hell yeah, man. Thank you, Nicholas. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you on that. Hopefully get a nice game today. Cardinals are going to start out with a very, very good field position after Myers kicked that one out of bounds. They're going to be here at the 40-yard line. Dobbs and shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the far side of the field. He drops back to throw, finds a quick, easy target right over the middle, hits his tight end for a gain of about 8. Sale says Easop Winston's going to have 2 touchdowns. He may just, wouldn't that would fit the form, wouldn't it? That'd fit the form. Byron, how you doing, man? Ryan Ball, what's up? Motive, Flag. Good to see all my peeps in the house. Space, what's up? Tobias, hello. Thanks for the thumbs. All right, 2nd and 2 here. Play action pass. Dobbs rolling to his left. Flips it back across his body. That ball's going to be dropped. He had a player open there in McBride. Trey McBride, the former 2nd-round pick. Dobbs had to throw a little bit low there, but it was a catchable pass. Seahawks rocking their normal defensive unit out there today. Dobbs in shotgun, 3 wide. Running back to his left. Read option keeper here. Wow. Dobbs did a great job there of just breaking tackles, and I think he got the first down. He kept the ball, broke the first tackle, and was able to just get out of the second tackle long enough to get the first. Draymond Jones had him in his... I don't think that was a fumble. First and 10 from under center. Inside carry. Nowhere to go. Drugged down there by Jamal Adams. Nice job. Just an inside run. Adams swooped on in there and drug him right down. Second and 10. Evan Brown also out for the Seahawks, so we're going to get some Owatimi today. Jalen Thompson, Elijah Wilkinson, left guard for the Cardinals, and of course Kyler Murray. There are 3 out for them here in this contest. Dobbs, second and 10, back in shotgun here. 4-man front for the Seahawks. Inside carry. A little bit of room to give for Rondale Moore. He's knocked up off his feet by Jamal Adams. Nice play by Jamal. That play looked like it was going to go for a little bit more, and Jamal able to just clip him down. All right, 3rd and 5, 12:39. I'll get the scoreboard up above me here in a sec. Dobbs is going to take 3 receivers to the far side of the field, back in shotgun again here. Drops back to pass. We do got a ball knocked down by Quandre Diggs. There is a penalty marker on the play. We'll see what that's about. And it looks like it's going to be on the Cardinals. So nice job by Quandre Diggs to help to dislodge the ball. Some slippery fingers here by the Cardinals. Let's see if on 4th down, Gannon is feeling froggy. And no, he is not. So the punt unit will come out. Good job there by the defense. Jamal Adams and company handling business there. Nice job. Let's see here. Let me get this up for you guys. 12:25 to go here in the first quarter. Opening possession for the Cardinals. They'll be punting from the Hawks' 45-yard line, trying to pin them back. It's going to be a short kick. And that will bounce back in Seahawks' favor there. We do have another penalty flag here. Holding on the Seattle Seahawks. So this will half the distance it here. First down. Brian Myers, the Cardinals' little wrinkle they've been doing this year is utilizing Rondale Moore as more of a running back. And that they haven't done that before, I know. And he didn't do it out there at, Purdue? Was it Purdue or was it Colorado? Yeah, it was Purdue, right? But he definitely is being used in that way. And he's got a unique amount of speed that they don't have from their other backs that he can kind of bring to play. Prez looking good to start things, folks. Good sign. Very good sign. That's what I'm talking about. Megan says the Hawks Nest, how are the 12 sounding? I can't do the volume, Megan, because if I turn on the sound with my speakers, the microphone will pick it up. So I can't quite tell. Unfortunately. Brock Townsend says, how many tackles for Bobby today? I'll go with the solid 7, but Jamal's going to be taking some of those by the looks of things here to start things off. So Bobby will be right there, and Jamal's like, no, I'm taking this one. I got a year and a half of work to make up here. By the way, Megan, I don't know if you got some contacts with the Ravens. Yeah, I know you got a Ravens channel that you sometimes check out or whatever. Let me know if you have a contact for them for doing a show on the preview show for a couple weeks out. I got to remember to take a look into that. All right, so 1st and 10 here. The Seahawks taking over from about their 7-yard line. Pistol formation for Geno Smith. He sends his receivers out wide. The give is going to be in here to Walker, who dances around into the hole and picks his way through for about 3 yards there. Oluwatimi getting the start at center. Anthony Bradford, your right guard. Damian Lewis back in at left guard. So 2 rooks today on the offensive line for your Seattle Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Tyler Lockett, your 2 starters on the outside today. 2nd and 7. Quick throw out to Kenneth Walker, and he is quickly blasted by the cornerback, taken down the ground for no gain. Third down and 7. 11:18 to go in the first quarter. Empty look here for the Seattle Seahawks. Dallas motions back next to Geno in the backfield. Geno drop back to throw. He's going to look and go up over the top to Bobo. He's got Bobo over the top for a big catch. Nice job by Bobo. He took the top off the defense there. Too slow. What? Press coverage look on the outside. Starts inside. Busts it back to the outside. Nice. It's kind of just that same release he showed in the preseason game where he showed that off, where he's sort of just selling inside, gets the corner to bite inside, and then he just takes a nice twitchy step to the outside. 1st down and 10 up at the 41-yard line for the Seattle Seahawks. Bobo Mania is alive and well. 1st and 10, Geno under center. Gives to Kenneth Walker. Walker with a nice run here. Pushes forward for a gain of about 9, lowering his head. Is a good job finishing the run there. Sterling Thomas, the rookie, is going to be starting out there for the, I think that's who got took by Bobo there. So the Cardinals are starting a rookie with their best corner, I think, out in this game. We've got a little fly sweep action here with Kenneth Walker. Dances his way around there and finds a gain of about 4 or 5 yards. Nicely set up by the Seahawks and Waldron there. Had some blockers out front. Able to get about a gain of 4 or 5. Nice job. First and 10 for the Hawks. The 46-yard line in Cardinals territory. Geno back in shotgun. They're setting up as empty to begin this. Cardinals showing a blitz look. Geno recognizes it. We got a timeout because it looks like the Hawks didn't get their play in on time there. Bobasaurus Rex, Megan. Let's go. Brian Sherman, what is the OL lineup? So we've got Charles Cross, left tackle, Damian Lewis, left guard, Oluwatimi, center, right guard, Anthony Bradford, and then right tackle is Jake Curhan. Gene says, I'm not watching any more Seahawks if we lose today. John Stillwell has been celebrating 12 long months of Hawks Nest membership, though I know it does, I think, go long for much further than that, though, John, doesn't it? It's good to see you in the house, brother. And he says, hey, Brandon, what's up, man? I hope you're having a good day and all is well on your end. Hope we're going to get some good Seahawks action, but it's good to see you in the house, brother. We got a 1st and 10 carry here to Walker. He's going to find about a gain of about 4 yards or so. Appreciate that long-time support of the channel, John, and all of your other support, of course, as well. Brian says, why doesn't Pete have a gum sponsorship? I don't know. I feel like Bubblicious is dropping this ball big time. All right, 2nd and 5. Ooh. That did not work. Seahawks tried to do a fake pitch play, and they left the Zaven Collins unblocked as edge defender there that Gino was going to be rolling to his side, and Zaven's just played the quarterback all the way through here. Yeesh. I think Seahawks were anticipating that Collins was going to try to scrape down the line and go pick up the running back on the pitch. 3rd down and 15. Gino's going to try, I think, best. Whoa, official. Official just kind of screwed the Seahawks on that one. The officials just totally messed the Hawks up on that. The official went up to the line of scrimmage and stood up on the ball as it's the clock's winding down at like three seconds, and then he just pulled out of there at 2 seconds, and Gino has no time to adjust anything in there at the line. Got a little weird there. Got a little strange there on the other side of that. That was very odd, though. So a flick out to a completion to DJ Dallas, not much to be gained there. 4th and 15 for the Hawks. Not sure why that official was up there in that box that late into the play clock. This is going to be a punt that's going to be fielded and taken back. And then taken down to the ground. Nice job by the punt unit. Minimal gain. Sector 7, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, I say we add a Bo to his name for every touchdown Bobo scores. Bobo, 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 Bobo. Dude, he keeps, give him a chance, and he keeps showing out. That's for sure. Every opportunity he gets, and he shows you that this whole, slow thing, he just keeps taking tops off the defenses going back to preseason in those opportunities that you give him a chance to do so. It's pretty awesome to watch. He says, that was another one from for you for Noah B. Thank him later, Hawks Nest. I will thank him later indeed. Tell him I said, hey. Chris, who's winning? We got a 0-0 game right now to start things off here. Both teams have had a possession each. Brian, Zaven Collins, very good. Yeah, I guess he might find his true calling now as they've moved him to the edge. They tried him, I think, a little bit as more of a middle linebacker type. So, Hector, thank you for that $5 dono, brother. I think we might be getting ourselves a Bobo touch today. Another one. I don't know. I got a sneaking suspicion. Tyler says, I thought the same thing. What the F, official? Yeah, you can't stand up in the... he's holding them back from snapping the ball, and then he walks... That was just totally weird. Totally weird. Cave Troll, who got beat for the sack? There wasn't really somebody got beat for the sack. The Hawks left the defender unblocked, like they thought the defender would... It's a fake play action to one side. So I think Waldron would tell... And I'm making a guess, but I think Waldron would say that he thinks the defender is going to try to go rally to get down there and help out in the run game. And then that's going to free the quarterback to then roll back around the other side and be able to have a free open naked boot at that point. But the Cardinals played it where Collins wasn't even playing the run. He just went, he went balls out for the quarterback all the way there. He wasn't playing any part of it. The Geno stuff starting already? Goodness. Yeah, that's not on Geno there with that drive. Like, he doesn't call the play for the unblocked defender. He's not getting the play in late that hasn't burned a timeout. He's not having the official up around the line of scrimmage, which I guess I'll blame on, a play not coming in late for why it had the clock winding so far down at that point. Because he can't make the adjustment to the line then. When the official backs off, the Cardinals are bringing a blitz, but he can't adjust anything on the blitz because the play clock's then. And he just already burnt a timeout because they got the play in late before, Definitely not on Geno, that sequence there. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Dobbs back under center here. Play action pass. Seahawks just did a similar thing there where you had Dobbs doing a play action rollout to his left. There was an unblocked defender coming off the line of scrimmage. Cardinals are buying in on the fact that the defender is going to play to the run game. And instead, this being Uchenna Nwosu, he just goes right after the quarterback here. He's not completely unblocked, but there's still a thinking within the setup of this play. So it goes both ways here. There's still the thinking, though, with the saying is that you're going to take that defender and have him play the run there. 2nd down and 10. Cardinals come out with a 3 tight end look here. Seahawks do a lot of that, don't they? And it's going to be a little run play out of 3 tight ends. And he's going to get himself about a gain of 3 or 4 yards. John Stillwell coming in with a $50 donation. How you doing, John, man? Hello, John. John coming in saying, hello. Thank you for that $50 drop, brother. I do appreciate it. Let me get a comment on it because I actually did watch a bit of that game that you were talking about last night. We've got 3rd down and 6 here for the Cardinals. Dobbs in an empty look. Seahawks showing a blitz, dropping a little bit out of it maybe. No, is it coming? They're showing it. No, it's coming. No. Good job of playing a little cat and mouse there. And Dobbs just throws it to Nowheresville. He looked a little bit confused by what he was seeing there post-snap. Nice job by the slot. I don't know if that was Witherspoon or if that was Woolen, but sort of playing a little bit of games in there, not making it easy. And Seahawks all over it there with the coverages. Nice job. Very well done. Very, very well done. 4th down and 6, 3 and out for the Seahawks here on the second possession for the Cardinals. This punt will send DJ Dallas. Going to let it drop. He's going to pick it up. At least he didn't let it roll for 15 yards past. He picks it up and gets it back down. John, how about your Utah? How about them Utes? Going out there against Caleb and company. And, I mean, you thought at the end that thing was going to be kind of done once Caleb had brought it back. I thought Utah did a good job of making that game real physical on a team in USC that wanted to play a little bit more finesse, in that game throughout. And then you get their quarterback at the end, just the gutsy kid. Isn't he like John, a walk-on there? I think is what the broadcast was saying. And, he's got to take, now granted, it's not a good USC defense, but he's got to go through what's been just a hard-fought game through at the end and take him down to go get that field goal. Goes and gets it, and they finish it off at the end of that point. But it was a real fun game to watch. I thought Caleb again had those moments where he's shown you a few times this year where things get tough for them, and he still will not just shrink. He'll rise to the occasion a bit, which is great for him and his future and what you see from him. But that Utah team shows you too in the game also why they've been good for the last few years, why they put together a really good program. And every draft, they're going to have 1, 2, 3 guys that are going to get probably taken in a draft because they build an NFL-ready team theoretically, minus Cody Barton and Marquise Blair. But they do build an NFL-ready team with those guys, it seems like especially defensively, they play pro concepts, and offensively, they're just going to run the ball downhill and get after you with it. But impressive win on their part. Impressive win. They've gotten forgotten about in this shuffle of good teams out here in the West. But maybe that's just because they don't have the flashy quarterback like everyone else does, John, with the Bo Nix or the Penix or the Caleb Williams. But they've got a good team, and they don't beat themselves. And you better bring your hard hat when you play Utah because you're, win or lose, you're going to be sore after the game. They're kind of one of those type of teams. It was fun watching having both got you had a little bit of the USC game, the Husky game yesterday. Both of those were pretty fun to watch, John. I was having a blast yesterday on Saturday football. That was some good stuff. But thank you, man. Appreciate that $50 donation. Very kind of you, brother. And hope you're having a great day, man. It's great to see you in here too. Duquan Quack with a $5 donation says, love seeing Bobo the funky monkey, long and lanky, out there playing like an animal. Indeed he is. Indeed he is. I can't remember, and we got Jamal getting wrapped up on his leg. Uh-oh. He's just getting... Hopefully that's okay. Yeesh. We got Gino back out here now, 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line in Seahawks own territory. Back in shotgun, dropping back to throw. He's going to find Tyler Lockett for a little out route, 8-yard reception. I'm loving this Bobo thing too, Duquan. It's just awesome to see this kid. You love underdogs. You love guys that are going to have to do everything in their power to make a team, then to find a role, then carve out a role, then move beyond carving out that role. And that's what he's doing here. 2nd and 2 here. Give is to Walker. Walker bounces this outside, and he's got some room to tear at work here. He's up the football field, down the sideline for a gain of about 20, 25 yards there. Walker doing what he does best. Play starts inside, bounces it back outside, loses a man in the hole there effortlessly almost, just with his side glide, and then brought down. Walker, 5 carries, 45 yards to begin things off here. Gino starting out here 4 for 4 for 39 yards on the other side of things. 4:55 to go here in the first quarter. From the 28-yard line, play action pass. Gino dropping back to throw. He's got Jackson Smith and Jigba for a touchdown. Let's go, Seahawks. Right down the middle of the field. Gino throws a strike. Here we go. Geno Smith getting him on the play action. Devin Witherspoon hyped to the nines, jumping up and down, congratulating JSN, meeting him there at the sideline for his fellow rook. Geno found it all the way, and Jackson Smith with his first of what I do believe will be many professional touchdown. A nice little just cut it right down the middle of the road route and got him buying in on the play action there. And he was just busted route by the Cardinals, wide open JSN. Let's go. Let's go, Seahawks. All right. That's a nice drive there. That'll do. Little run, little pass, nice mix early on here. 5 carries, 5 passes. You move the ball on both drives to begin things here. Already with the 5 completions of Geno Smith, he's thrown that to 5 different pass catchers. So a nice start. Duquan, just to again follow up again on that, on your 5er, man, I had Bobo and doing what he's doing. This is a rarity. You know, Doug Baldwin came in when he was an undrafted rookie free agent and did have some legit impact and had you legitimately feeling like, okay, this is a guy that's pretty good. But still, even after that, you didn't kind of blink twice when they went out and signed Sidney Rice and they drafted Golden Tate in the 2nd round. And then even after that, you made a 1st-round trade of Percy Harvin. You know, with this thing with Bobo, it's like, wait, no, he's not just kind of flashing through. It's like you put him out as a run blocker, he dominates as a run blocker. You put him out there actually running routes and throw him the football, he's going to get open, he's going to catch it. And not just catch little slant routes. He's not going to be just a Michael Thomas type, which might have been, your highest end of him, not Michael Thomas prime, but a Michael Thomas light, poor man's type. That might have been what you thought of with him coming out of UCLA because they used him so thoroughly out of that slot. But no, he's beating these guys on the outside. He's beating them deep. This guy that's supposed to be not slow enough, not fast enough, not quick enough. But he's showing in a lot of ways, showing with the quickness there. Starts in on that inside route and then just bounces it back to the out. Very impressive. Very impressive is Bobo here. And every time you give this kid a chance, he does something with it. And we're going to have to we're going to have to probably quickly here start talking about how will this factor into the future? And maybe we have here, as we look at how many years does Tyler Lockett have? How long is he planning on continuing to go on? And is this maybe an heir apparent? I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying maybe. Just saying on that. John, man, Duquan, thank you for the donos. You guys are amazing. John dropping the $50 drop, man. Hope you're doing well out there, not working too hard. Sean says, keep this up all day. Pedal down, Sean. That's right. Pedal down. Browns scoring a 4th and goal, beat Colts. That was a fun game. Brian says, laughing out loud, if you don't love Witherspoon's reaction watching his fellow rookie get his first touchdown, we ain't peoples. No, that was heartwarming as hell. You know, those guys coming on the same draft class and was right with it. Let's go, JSN. All right, here's the kickoff by Myers. He'll send this deep and about the 4-yard line. Cardinals going to try to return it. Seahawks going to trust their coverage unit, as well they should, as they bring him down at the 19-yard line. You just better fair catch that against our unit. We're not going to let you get anything with that. Cardinals are going to take over here with their 3rd offensive possession. Joshua Dobbs is 1 for 5 for only 8 yards. They've run the ball 5 times for 13 yards. And drugged down to the ground there for a negative 1-yard gain by Bobby Wagner on a keeper there. Jamal is out in the field. By the way, they had him wrapped up on the sideline there. It looked like they're just kind of keeping something warm or loose maybe. Bobby, pursuit of Dobbs. Still pursues as well as ever. Boy, that was a rough tackle there by Bobby. He was not nice with it. I guess they'll give him about a yard gain. I'm going to say that's a half yard. The yard feels a little bit much here. 2nd down and 9. Dobbs back in shotgun. 2 tight end look here for the Cardinals. Play action pass. Under a lot of duress here. And Bobby Wagner able to get a hand out and trip him up. We do have a flag on the play. Bobby looked like Dobbs was going to overrun him, and he got those old legs up running just fast enough and jumped, did the Superman leap, and was able to pull him down. Ooh. There was a hold on the play, though, so we're going to have a replay of the down. All right, Dobbs in shotgun here. Ball's going to be knocked down at the line of scrimmage on 2nd and 14. Look like Darrell Taylor got his hand up on it. Nice job by Darrell. Yeah, gets his paw up. Dobbs trying to work this out over the sideline. 3rd down and 14. 3:36 to go here in the first quarter. Hawks up 7-0. 12th man up on their feet. They look like they're loud, at least, as far as the shots they're showing from the crowd. Everybody's up, ready to roll. Dobbs, shotgun, 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Seahawks bringing front 4. Getting the pressure in there on Dobbs. Ball's going to be knocked down. Witherspoon thought he had a pick there. Brown kind of flashed just in front of him there at the last second, I think, to allow it to be just knocked down. But Witherspoon was right there in coverage the whole way. Seahawks doing a good job with some stunting up front. Jaron Reed just lost his feet, or he might have had a sack. Brown did a good job coming back to the ball there, getting in front of Witherspoon. He actually had a chance to catch it. He just could not reel that all the way in. 4th and 14, though. Another 3 and out, back-to-back ones here for the Cardinals offense. This punt will send Dallas deep. He is gliding back to his own 28 here. He'll pick it up from there, and he's going to fumble it. He's going to fumble it. He is going to fumble it. Oh, my God, no. Dallas didn't look sure the whole way of what he wanted to do. It was an insane punt. Just drove him so far back, and he had a lot of height to it, too, and he just got the ball ripped out of his arm. Just the kind of mistake you can't make against this Cardinal team as you're getting your momentum going. Brutal error there by DJ Dallas. He's got guys running around him. You got to get both hands on the ball with that many guys going around you. It gets torn free. That's the first fumble loss this season for the Seahawks. Ball just kept carrying and carrying and carrying. Goodness. Just as you were starting to maybe take control of this game now, you're kind of giving them back a bit of that momentum here. We'll see if the defense can continue to hold up. Dobbs back on the field, and Tony Borges, I see you got a dono in there. I'll get you just a sec here, brother. Just the action's fast going here so far. 1st and 10 here. A run play up the middle, and that's going to go for about a gain of 2 or 3 yards. Tony Borges, thank you for the $10 donation. I appreciate you for that, Tony. Sorry, a little late on the acknowledgement here. Says, let's go Hawks. JSN gets his first touchdown. Offense need to keep it going. Thanks for everything you do. Well, my pleasure, Tony. Thank you for everything you do and donating to the channel like you have, man. I appreciate it. Got to get that offense the ball back here. Hopefully defensively can keep this to minimum just a field goal attempt. 2nd and 9, dropping back to throw. He's going to hit him in the flat to the running back here. Hawks are going to rally up and keep it to a minimal gain. It's good to see that first drive. Good to see the offense working in a good mix here, using Walker, not just trying to go too pass heavy. We're at our best when we've got a little bit more of that balance, I think, at play. But a sensational job to start things on that side of things. Even great to start things on defense. Not their fault with the DJ Dallas fumble on that one, right? But let's see if they can hold it up here now. We've got a 3rd and 6. Dobbs been under some duress. Seahawks haven't had to bring a blitz yet. They're getting some pressure with the front 4. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to flip this out wide. And they're going to call that a fumble there? Julian Love, there was a catch and then was fumbled forward. Julian Love came up. Yeah, I guess they're going to say that's a football move. Went off the inside of his thigh and ball rolled forward. Luckily for the Cardinals, and a Cardinal defender was there to recover it. I think that was Brown. Good job by Julian Love to rip it out, though. So this is going to turn out good for the Cardinals, though, because it gets them into a 4th and 1 where they're going to be a lot closer on this play than they would have been if Julian Love drug him down with a tackle. I think Coach Carroll's going to try to challenge this play. I don't think as much as that he thinks it's going to get overturned, just the chance it could be, because it's a difference. It's a difference here. That 4 or 5 yards difference is probably the difference between the Cardinals going forward or not in this situation. It's definitely bang, bang all the way through, but I don't know if they're going to overturn it. It's probably pretty hard to get that one overturned on that one, I would say. Tony, then, thank you again, though, for that thank you for that $10 drop, brother. I really do appreciate it, and let's hope we got a good game of football. It's fun so far. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing so far, man. John, thank you for the $25 donation. Already dropped to 50. Put another 25 on, man. Thank you so much, brother. I do appreciate you for that so very much. He says, Brandon, you're calling the game really well. Nice. I'm trying to get better at this, man. I really am. It's something I love doing with you guys. This is one of my favorite things to do on the channel. We only get 17 of these games plus the preseason and maybe playoffs. But I love doing it, John. And I'm definitely trying to keep getting better and better and better at it, you know. Because I do know, too, we got a lot of folks out there being international audience, or even just they might be on a fishing boat out there in the deal and they don't have a, broad, but they can get connection to this. So happy to provide this spot for that. I love doing it, and hopefully I keep getting better at it, John. That's definitely the goal. Thank you, man. I really appreciate your support, though, brother. You are amazing. I salute you, man. I salute you. Sanchez with a $5 donation. Thank you, Sanchez. Appreciate you. It's great to see you in the chat too, man. Hope you're having a good night. Good afternoon, not night. Says, I'm thankful Colt 45 McCoy isn't there to throw for 500 on us. Yeah, there definitely is a distinguishable difference between a Colt McCoy to a Joshua Dobbs, I would say. And Colt was very comfortable in going at this defense, though the new model defense might be a bit different if Colt had been in here versus the old model defense. But very happy when we learned this offseason, as you were as well, Sanchez, when we learned that the Cardinals were going to be moving off one Mr. Colt McCoy. That made us all breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief. That man's he's been problematic for our Hawks, be it with the Giants or be it with the Cardinals. Didn't even beat us with the Browns. Wasn't he the guy that beat us in the Browns game that we lost them back on the road way back in the day? I want to say that feels true too. So I want to say all of that. No more of that. And it looks like this challenge might very well be working out in Coach Carroll's favor. 1, 2. That's a good job by Carroll to challenge it if this turns out the other way. Smart challenge on his part. Because now it goes to a field goal attempt rather than 4th and 1. So it'll be a 44-yard attempt for the Card kicker. Prater, 12 of 13 on the year. Very good kicker. Doesn't miss many. Oh, I was trying to jinx him. Man. This man's automatic from 40 yards out, I'll tell you. Never misses it outdoor in a stadium ever. No, it didn't work. All right. Good kick, Prater. Good kick. So Cardinals able to capitalize on the Dallas fumble. See if the Hawks offense can come back and keep this rolling. John, I appreciate you, man, for all those donos. Tony, Sanchez, you guys. All your support's unbelievable. Hope you guys understand. Bottom of my heart, I do appreciate it. I can't the Hawks being near the fumble. I don't know. Austin says, how do we win that? It's 2 steps in a football move, and I guess they had him on the second step coming down just as the arm comes down to knock the fumble out. That's my guess, though. I'm with you on it, where I was a little confounded as to how that's deemed a legit incomplete pass. It's pretty far along in the process for that. Brian, 3 punts off a muff punt. I'm okay with that too. Let's keep this offense rolling. Just keep them locked in. Waldron, keep that balance in place. Looking good to start things off. This kick's going to go back into the end zone, and Dallas is like, I'm not even fielding that. We're not letting that happen. Rand the Cut says, I wonder when the last time we turned it over on special teams. Feels like we never do that. Last year, you had a couple, actually. I think Tyler had 1 or 2, I think, last year in a couple of moments that they put him back there. I want to say, unfortunately. But it doesn't happen often. You're right about that. All right, 1st and 10 for the Hawks at the 25-yard line. Gino in a pistol look here to begin things. Walker behind him. 3 wide receiver look here for the Hawks too. Lockett fakes going in motion. The give is in here to Walker, who will be spun around for about a 3.5-yard gain. Wow, the Browns beat the Colts 39-38. What a game that was. Second down and 7. 3 wide for the Hawks. Gino in shotgun. Cardinals showing a heavy blitz look here up at the line of scrimmage. Everyone's up. Nothing but white. Gino flicks it out to Walker, who will take the carry and do a good job with the ball after not really a lot of moves there, but just a little hesitation after the catch. Got the defenders to stop their feet, and then he just turned it on as fast as he could to get to the sideline. Take that from what might have just been a 2-yard gain, 3-yard gain out in space, and get it right down to the sticks for a 3rd and 1. Very nicely done by Walker on that play. It's kind of a subtle thing there. Doesn't look like much with it, that stop and then don't slow roll it. Get up to speed as quickly as you can to try to eat up as much as you can here. 3rd and 1, Hawks are showing a brotherly push look here. We do have a flag on the play. The official's mark is right on the line, so the spot will be very close, but the flag's going to be interesting to see what that will be the call here. And it's on the Seahawks. Looks like their alignment didn't look like a false start, but they're getting them for alignment issues here on this one. What happened? Did you not have a guy? They're saying his helmet was past the ball. I don't know on that one. I don't know. That was a little ticky-tacky. Sorry, but it was. 3rd and 6. Shotgun look, 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Cardinals show a blitz, drop out of it. Quick screen out to Jackson Smith and Jake Bobo, who catches it, and he gets up the football field for a first down. A screenplay that worked. Let's go. You got Bobo and Fant blocking for him out front there. Bobo, no shocker there, eliminates his man. You've been eliminated. Gets him out, pushed almost to the sideline, paving the way for JSN. Get free. 1st and 10, and that will be the last play of the first quarter here for the Seattle Seahawks. Offense doing some nice things. Defense doing some nice things. Special teams, get it together. But team looking good through the first quarter. 7-3 Hawks. Some good defensive stops. Joshua Dobbs, 2 of 9, only 11 yards so far. 14 yards rushing on 6 attempts. They're averaging about 2 yards an attempt as it stands right now. Geno, 7 of 7 for 83 yards. Walker, 6 carries, 48 yards for him. It's kind of all gravy here to start things off this first quarter. I'll tell you that. All gravy. 1 second here. I'll be right back. Is Nick B active? Nick Bloor, Brio? Yeah, Nick Bloor's out there. I saw him fly around there earlier. He's got a tackle in the game. Wow, the Falcons beat Tampa Bay. How about that? That was a game where Falcons just didn't look like they were going to find the way there. And T-Lord of Bravos, no doubt about it. Bobo is definitely an elite blocker. No doubt about that. Brandon cuts is how we're going to get around quarterback offside. Yeah, I think it's they got him with his helmet. So your helmet has to be behind the football. You're as the guard or the tackle, I guess in this case being crossed. The helmet's got to be behind the football, and it was hard from the angle to tell. But if your helmet gets past where the football is on the ground, then they'll call it a misalignment penalty, I guess. But it's one of those ones where it doesn't get called. Sometimes it gets called. Sometimes it doesn't get called. 1st and 10, Geno on center. Hawks coming out in the 13 personnel. Parkinson goes in motion prior to the snap. Geno, the give to Walker. Nice job on the carry there by Walker. This will be a nice little 5-6 yard gain here for him. Right up over the A-gap. Geno coming into this day, 3rd in the league with his completion percentage, 6th in passing yards per attempt when he had a clean pocket, which has sometimes been a rarity this year. Today so far, 6 of 6 for 83 yards with a clean pocket. It's kind of important. Something we pointed to last week as to maybe one of the reasons you saw some struggles occurring as they were. 2nd down and 4. Lockett goes in motion. Geno back under center. The give's going to be back in here to Walker again. Walker gets away from the first, gets away from the second, gets away from the third, and they finally drag him down for one of the more creative, fun 2-yard gains you're going to see out there. This will bring up a 3rd and 2 now. I like the trust in the run game from Waldron today. Force this card team to quick snap by Geno now, 3rd and 2. Ooh, that ball was almost picked off. Geno just staring down Jackson Smith and Jigba in the middle of the field there. I think he actually missed somebody over the top on that play too. I think he had somebody running wide open to the back right. They're not showing the right replay to see it, but I do believe that was the case on the play. 4th down and 2 here for the Seahawks, and they are going to punt this. Trust the defense. Dixon sends it high into the air. Ball will bounce just through to the back. Hawks couldn't get down there with the coverage unit, so the Cardinals will take over at the 20-yard line. Yeah, Bobo was open on that play. So people can definitely on that one. It's not that Geno's walking on water. That was a play. That was a miss. He locked in prior to the snap. When he's gone wrong this year with Geno and the problems, the places where you go, okay, don't let this happen too much. You can't get too locked in on where you want to go prior to the snap. You got to read it a little bit post snap, especially on a day like this when you're getting a clean pocket. And that was a little bit of a rush. Especially that they try to get the quick snap off and sort of when things get rushed a little bit offensively for us, we're not just sort of taking our time. That's when things get a little bit misaligned or, stuff gets weird. That is a rare touchback for Dixon. Geno's so streaky. He can be. Yeah, can't force it to JSN. You got to just read it up, Jay. He's gonna see that opening of Bobo and Bobo was open deep there. It's gonna when Geno sees the tape on that one, he's gonna be like, oh. Thomas says, Brando, I'm sorry. This is why I want a rookie quarterback. I'm done making mistakes like that. Well, I mean but that's also the thing with it a bit is he starts out the game 7 of 7 and the first incompletion we're like, well. That's not good enough. We need you to be perfect today to start things off, But I get it. You're not alone too, That's just why I kind of stand in that stance of it a bit. There seems to be the waiting for the first second he's slipping or doing something. It's like, yep, right there. See, I don't know. I can't get there myself. I think he's going to be good over the course of this game. It's a bad miss on his part, bad near pick situation there to the Cardinal defender, but. He's got to get definitely not a good play. Tony Borges, thank you for the $5 donations. Says, why isn't Lockett getting more chances? I feel like he's had a real quiet season. Indeed, his yards per catch are down. Not been featured quite as much. And he did have that Lions game where he was nice in that game. But aside from that, it has been very, very, very quiet. I can't say that there's anything that stands out to me on the all-22 where he's not getting open. He is. I think certainly all the receivers across the board, DK, Tyler, and JSN, have been impacted by where the offensive line's pass protection has been at coming into this game. And so that has probably hurt him as well as it hurt the others a bit. So there's probably a few reasons for it. I don't know if I'd go right to maybe the reason that would be right off that, well, it's starting to get older. I don't know if I'd say that's necessarily yet the reason. We might come to find that he's starting to slow down, but I don't think we've seen anything from the tape yet that that's the case. First down carry here. Jamal Adams comes up and makes the tackle in the ground game after gaining about 4 or 5 up the middle. Nice job of getting some early penetration there by the Hawks defense. Running back was able to just get out and around it, get free for a few yards. But Tony, thank you for your double donos. The double dip on the donations, man. Appreciate you for that. Sector 7, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, Bobo fans are apparently already called Bobo Bros. All right, 2nd and 6 here. Dobbs dropping back to throw under some pressure. He's got a man open underneath there. The tight end, Zach Ertz, will make the catch for a first down. Thank you, though, Sector 7, for the $2 donation. I'm a Bobo bro. I'm Bo Bros. Bo Bros, not a Bobo bro, but a Bo Bros. Let me say it right. They're Bo Bros. That's pretty good. First and 10 here from the 32-yard line. Back under center is Dobbs. He's going to give it in here to the back, who's got some space to work with. And he's got still some space to work with. Opens it up down the sideline for a gain of about 20 there. Defense got a little bit caught inside there. Adams is coming on a blitz, run blitz there. Bobby couldn't get off the block, his block. Witherspoon able to finally knock him out of bounds. So Cardinals up around the 50-yard mark now. First and 10. Gives back into the running back again here. No doubt the Cardinals want to run this ball. This is going to be just a little short gain of about a yard. Dobbs not having a lot of success throwing the ball, so it's certainly a way to kind of minimize that here with their approach. Second down and 9. 11:28 to go here in the second quarter. Ball's on about the 48-yard line of the Seahawks. Another give to the running back. And he's absolutely ripped down by his shoulders by Boye Mafe for another only about a gain of 2 yards there. Good job by Boye Mafe getting right down the line of scrimmage fast and ripping him down to the ground. Third down and 7. The Hawks maybe dial up a little bit of pressure here. They've been running with just the front four on Dobbs today. This might be a spot, though, you want to maybe bring a little bit more with the down and distance. Dobbs back in shotgun. Trips. They'll motion out of trips. Seahawks have a lot of guys, and they're bringing the blitz like I thought. Dobbs sees it, finds a man, open, first down. Michael Wilson with the catch out there. Cardinals were able to pick the blitz up. And Dobbs able to find his man out there on the sideline for a nice catch. Cardinals got to drive rolling now. Dobbs under center. Fly sweep motion. They catch Seattle right with it. Leaning to one side, and it's a nice run for a gain of 15 yards to the 20-yard line of the Seahawks, Rondale Moore. Diggs finally able to get him down there. Darrell Taylor just completely shows off the lack of run game instincts on that play. He gets sucked inside there and then gives up the outside leverage the second he does so. First down and 10. Cardinals on the 20. Play action pass. Dobbs says he throw. This ball is going to be picked by Witherspoon. Witherspoon's going to run this out. Witherspoon's still on his feet, running it out. Finally tackled down to the 12 or 13-yard line. Let's go. Seahawks with an interception. We got a flag on the play. Let's see what this is. Dobbs was hit as he threw. I think that took a little bit off of the ball on him. Please don't tell me that this is on us. Officials are doing a lot of talking and discussing. You have all 6 officials just trying to discuss this thing. We'll see what goes on. A lot of discussion, still talking about what they want to do, still discussing about what they're thinking the flag is, still trying to understand what the call is going to be on the field. Why does it take this much discussion? If it's the flag needed to be called and was so clear, why is there this much discussion here? Still talking, still having a lot of discussion and talks there on the sideline. Still not sure what they want to do. The officials pointing, talking. Another guy's pointing and talking. He points back at him. He's talking. Another point back to the sideline here, pointing to the top of the stadium, pointing over to the sideline. Oh, they're going to get a blow to the head probably for a Seahawks defender here on the play. Who was it that did it? I can't make out who was. Boye Mafe might have. It's right down right there, but yeah, they're calling it on that. It's so ticky tacky. It's so like it barely like slides past his helmet till he hits the shoulder pad of Dobbs, but technically the hand's sliding past the helmet onto the deal, and that's what they're going to call in this play. I'm not sure why they're still having to spend so much time talking about this. But okay. Alan A., thank you for the $5 donation, Alan. Says, we'll be all right. Seahawks are a second half team. Both teams are just feeling each other out right now. Hold your judgment till the fourth quarter 100%. Yeah, I would agree with that, Alan. I think that's a very well said. Thank you for the donation, but very well said on your part too. We're all going to be definitely, tuned up and all that goes, but we're just, I'm still not sure exactly what's happening here. So they're going to call the blow to the head. And then we got another one on us too. Two of them. Well, it looks like it's all bad for us on the play. And then there's something happening with them on the other side. I think I just read his lips said disqualified. So DJ Humphries has been disqualified for the game. That's why I guess it was so complicated. There's a lot to unpack on this play. What did Humphries do? I don't even know how to explain this to you guys, what was going on there. Humphries got ejected, I guess, for touching an official, but he touched the official because Jordan Brooks smacked him across the face, and he's knocking Jordan Brooks' hand away, and the hand comes down and then makes contact with the official. It's a 1st down and 10 for the Cardinals. Is it? Yeah, 1st down and 10 for the Cardinals. 1st and goal. But they're also at the 25-yard line. I don't know how to unpack this one, folks. I guess it's after the flag on the official was post-whistle. So it's a 1st down, but then takes him 15 back. We got a keeper here from Dobbs who's going to run this in for a touchdown. Wow. Dobbs just kept it on a read keeper option, and Seahawks defense, nobody there. Why is Darrell Taylor out in this game right now? Like, why is he even playing in this football game when they're going to run the ball? He is the most miserable run defender off the edge in the whole damn sport. And he was responsible for 2 of those big runs on that drive alone. Get him off and Derek Hall on the field. He should be a pass rusher only. He is awful as a run defender. And that's 2 times that he's responsible on this play with this thing coming off. Like, they fall in love with these guys that they just want to, like, well, he's a 2nd round pick. We got to run him out there. He's not good. Yikes. Big miss there. Samuel Carlson, thank you for the $2 donation. Says the most vocal Geno haters are undercover 49er fans. I think it could very well maybe be that. That at least makes some sense of it to me, Samuel. Goodness, like, there's some itchy trigger fingers on him with it. I get it. It's a bad pass. Bad miss, too, because Bobo happened at the same time. But a man started out 7 for 7, including a touchdown throw. Alan has been a member of the Hawks Nest for 3 months. Thank you for that, Alan. Especially appreciated as well, the donation tonight. But thank you for the long-time support. Seahawks going to get the W, and Geno's still a GOAT. IMO. Let's go. I love it, brother. I love it. I think Geno's going to still make some passes before this game's over to help us win this game, hopefully. We're going to need him to. Brian Kennicott has been celebrating 8 months as a Hawks Nest member. Thank you for that, Brian. Says Taylor should go as a sieve for Halloween. Can't contain a thing. No, he cannot. No, he cannot. And the coaching staff trots him out there over and over again, trying at times here. I mean, you got 1st and 10. Why is it Darrell Taylor out on the field on a 1st and 10 play for an Arizona team that at this point is run the ball 12 times, thrown the ball 11 times? They want to run the ball. That's what they want to do right now. And they're going to, if they see Darrell Taylor out there, I hesitate to guess that they probably end up attacking him. Darrell Taylor, coming into this game, had a run defense score of 52 for the season. That's just, walking into this game. If you go back to last year, his run defense was 40, so I guess he's up 12 ticks. And then the year before that, it was 47. So all 3 years of his time here, with I'm not just going off the PFF scores alone. The eye tape absolutely matches this. But all 3 years of his beginning experience here as a pro, he's not been a good run defender. It's just not what he does. He's got some stuff he can bring that's good to the table, but you put him in space as a run defender, I mean, it's just, he's lost. He's absolutely lost in the run game. It's not even a matter of just, and not a good tackler, but the instincts and awareness, setting the edge, it's kind of all not there. Hopefully the coaching staff learns over the rest of this, at least this game, not to run this more, because the Cardinals are going to continue to attack that on the Hawks if they leave him out there like that. I guess I can only wonder if maybe that Derek Hall's a little bit injured or beat up, why they're not running him out there a little bit more than that, because I don't think Derek Hall allows that to happen on that play. Joshua B., thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate you for doing that. And the Cardinals are going to send this kick back to the Seahawks 1 yard line. DJ Dallas is going to return this. Dallas is going to take this up past the 20 and get drugged down about the 23 yard line, where the Hawks will take over with 9:06 to go, and the Cardinals up 10-7. Oh. They're re-showing the Darrell Taylor. It looks even worse on replay. It's even worse on replay. Whew. All right, Geno and Pistol now to start this drive off. Seahawks come out with a 2 tight end look. Play action pass. Geno looking to let it rip. Finds Jackson Smith-Njigba, who runs backwards to 2 yards before he's taken down for about 11 or 12 yard gain. Jackson operating off the outside here on this play, which is cool to see. Nice throw in there by Geno. Jackson, 3 catches, 50 yards, and a touchdown to start this off. Geno and Pistol look here. 2 tight ends again for the Hawks. Play action pass. Lets it rip inside for another completion of 12 yards to Jackson Smith-Njigba. Great job by Jackson. Same route almost it looked like that they ran on the previous play. Just a little comeback route, stop route. At about 12 yards. Boom, right there. First and 10. 7:53 to go here. Hawks about the 49-yard line in their own territory. Play action pass. Geno steps it up, tries to loop it up over the top there to Tyler Lockett. We're going to get a holding call here on the Cardinal defender. I don't think they'll give him the pass interference on this, but definitely the corner got a little handsy on that. Lockett running kind of an in-out route, and as soon as he went to the out part of the route, definitely got held. 2 hands there by the defender. Seahawks now into Cardinal territory at the 46. Geno under center, pitch play to Walker. Walker will take it, dance on through there, and taken down for about a yard gain. Good job by Dennis Gardick on the edge there for the Cardinals. Geno's going to run a little bit of a hurry-up look here for the Hawks on 2nd and 10. Geno's going empty. Cardinals will show a single high look to him. They've got some men around the box. Geno's going to set things up from a protection standpoint. Drop back to throw now. Geno, move. Find somebody. Jackson was drugged down, it looked like, as the throw was going to him. Incomplete pass. He wanted a PI on the play, as it did look like the Cardinal defender had drug him down before the ball had arrived. It's just a moment beforehand. Sometimes that play will be called, sometimes that play won't be called like that when it's kind of bang like that, but it did look like the defender did arrive a little bit early there. So a 3rd down and 10 for the Seattle Seahawks now. Geno dropping back to throw. He's going to let this rip to Tyler Lockett. Nice throw, nice completion out to Tyler Lockett. He's got to throw that all the way across the field there to Tyler and put enough velocity on it to get the ball in there. Able to do so. Tyler, nice catch. Nice route run by him to get open there. And good pass protection by the offensive line to give Geno the time he needs on a long 3rd and 10. 1st down and 10 now from the 31-yard line. Geno and pistol. 2 tight end look here. Geno dropping back to throw. Throws it out to Walker. Throws it out to Walker and the ball be incomplete. Walker with the drop, but not the greatest of placement either by Geno there on the play. Kind of got that out a little too far out in front of him there rather than putting it on his body. Made the catch a little bit tougher. Seahawks going a little bit more heavier now to the passing attack here. As early on, it was a little bit more about balance to begin things. 2nd down and 10. Geno sends DJ Dallas in motion. The give is inside to Walker. Walker, nice carry here up in space. He's going to run strong. Get himself about a carry, about 4 yards or so on the play. 5 yards they'll give him, 3rd and 5. There we go. Yeah. Don't forget that run game. Don't forget that run game there. Third down and 5. DJ Dallas in here now. Your 3rd down back. Geno will set up in a pistol look. Cardinals got a lot of guys up near the line of scrimmage here. Everything is very, very compacted. 3rd and 5. Geno drops back to throw. Lets it rip inside to Tyler Lockett. 1st down, Seahawks. Nice job by Geno Smith there. Quick decision making gets it right there to Tyler. Well done. 1st and 10. Tyler sat down right in that opening of the hole perfectly for Geno. Gave him a quick open target to find underneath there for the 1st. First and 10, Hawks on the 18-yard line of the Cardinals territory, in the Cardinals territory. Geno back in shotgun here. He's looking, scanning his options. He's going to go deep to Bobo over the top. Bobo makes the catch. Was he in bounds? No, they are saying he's not. He went over the top, and Bobo just couldn't quite get his feet down on the play. What a grab by Bobo, who one hand catches it. Ooh. What a grab by Bobo. He one hand grabs this over his right shoulder, gets 1 foot down, and then almost 2 got down. He tried to tap toe the second one, and it was a matter of a few inches. Carroll's going to challenge this. And this will be interesting to give this another closer look because he's dragging the foot. And you guys know with the toe tag drag swag, when you're dragging that toe, if it starts in bounce and then drags out, that counts. If that first foot's come down and that's dragged through, or if you're dragging 2 feet, that would count. I'm trying to see if we can get an angle on this. So the first one comes in. I mean, it goes like this. So it goes like dun dun and then drag. So that you got, this is the top of his foot, and here would my hand, bottom hand would be the ground. So it kind of goes like this, boom, boom, and then drags past. So I know my chat's probably freaking like, touchdown. Spectre7, thank you for the $5 donation. Says that last 5 minutes on defense is what he references. What happens when I install too many mods in Bethesda game and break the world? Exactly, man. It just got overloaded, man. We just overloaded the server. That's all that happened there, Sector7. Too much information at once, man. Frame rate dropped and all that other stuff. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Paul Third with the $2 donation. Says Cardinals have lead at halftime 4 out of 6 games. 1 win. Great stat there, Paul. Love that stat. Fantastic. So definitely not necessarily been a second half team as they've been set up so far this year, to your point on that, Paul. So that could be very much something that does weigh in on this game just a little bit. That's for sure. Thank you though, man, for that donation. Garth Knight, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, win, lose, or draw, I'll rest my head comfortably on the pillow knowing JSN and his fantasy posse got their shine. Now, back to the football, folks. That's right. You guys got your points covered with JSN. Now we just get back to winning. That's right. Just back to the pure game now at this point, Garth. It's good to see you in the chat, brother. Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you for all the donations. Appreciate y'all. Jason C., is it a bad challenge? I don't think it's a bad challenge because, and I've seen 3 different replays, so it's even that I wouldn't say this is a hard one. This is a really tough one, and the argument to say that it's inconclusive might be a strong one to be made to a degree, but by the letter of the law, that foot first comes down. If that's inbounds and they have an angle to see that first toe comes down like this, and then the foot comes down like your toe foot, and then when the foot comes down part and drags, that's the out of bounds part, that's should be a catch. But it is a very close one. I'm not saying that this is some, I know without a doubt that I'm going to go ape nuts if, no. Is he getting it? Is he getting it? Wait a second. We got it! We got it! They're giving us a touchdown. Bobo! 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 Let's go! Let's go! Jake Bobo in the back of the end zone with a one-handed catch, toe tag drag swag. And I told you guys, it does, if they had a good angle, and there's a good chance you have a good angle, if that foot comes down and then goes down like this, Bobo Mania is alive. Woo! What a grab by Bobo in the back of the end zone. That's unbelievable. One-handed catch and toe tag drag swag. And? Not one or the other, one and the other? Holy mackerel. Holy man, we got ourselves a sensation. We got our sensation sweeping the nation and one Mr. Jake Bobo. Once again, sets him up on that in-cutting route, goes out over the top, not even open, no separation. Gino's like, I don't need separation. I've got Bobo. And Gino puts it over the top. Props to Gino for keeping that enough inbounds for Bobo to be able. This is where I've given Gino a hard time times this year. On those kind of throws, give your receiver a chance. When you got DKs, when you got a Bobos down there, guys that can go up and get the ball, guys with a really elongated catch radius, throw the ball in there to them to where they have a chance to make the catch. Don't put it 2 yards out of bounds. Give them a chance. Trust them. Trust them that if they don't catch it, it will be an incompletion. And that's just what Gino did there with that throw by putting it on in there, putting it in there. Not a high, that's a high degree of difficulty type catch, but just the acknowledgement of, I got a guy down there at 6'5" with ball skills. He can get this done. And Bobo, with one of the greatest catches you're going to see on the season, plucking that ball with one hand and dragging the toes. 10-14 Seahawks. Cardinals are going to take over here at the 25. Play action pass here by Dobbs. He's going to roll out and throw it incomplete back across the body. Maybe a little momentum now work back here towards the Hawks here a bit. Let's go. Officials got it right. And how about Carroll with the challenge? I saw some people going, no, Carroll with the useless challenge. I saw a few you post those comments in the chat above there. How about a wonderful challenge by our elder statesman? That's a wisdom challenge right there. That's a wisdom challenge. 2nd down and 10 now for Dobbs under center here. 2 tight end look. Handoff is going to be inside of the back. Cardinals doing some creative things with the run game here a little bit now. Having a little bit more success with it than they've had. Bobo Boye Mafe makes the tackle. And this will bring up a 3rd and short. Jaron Reed trying to get the 12s to be loud. Come on, 12s. Help them out here. 4 minutes to go. Seahawks bringing a blitz here. Dobbs under pressure, finds it. And he'll complete a pass to Brown, who's taken down to the ground for a 1st down. We got a penalty flag on the play in addition to that. Cardinals have done a good job of picking up the Seahawks blitzes when they brought them here today. And they'll be holding on Seattle. That'll be declined. So it will be a 1st down. On Tariq Woolen there with the hold. But good job by the Cardinals here. Bobby, Jamal were blitzing on that play. They picked it up completely. Dobbs did a great job of going through some reads. He didn't just go to the first there. He had to go through a couple. 1st and 10 now from the 41-yard line. Dobbs changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Inside give here. Uchenna Nwosu will bring down the back for a gain of about 2 or 3 yards. To Demercado. There we go. Just going to call him the Cado. .3:13 to go in the 2nd quarter. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts. Hollywood Brown getting his contact put back in on the sideline. Dobbs back in shotgun to pass here. Throws it quickly underneath. Bobby Wagner's right on top of that play. This is going to go for about 2-3 yards maybe. We're approaching now into the 2-minute warning here. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go with the clock rolling. This will be a 3rd down and short for the Cardinals. Jamal Adams down near the line of scrimmage. Blitzers down near the line of scrimmage. Dobbs picking it up, changing the protections. Seattle drops out of the blitz post-snap. Boye Mafe had him dead to rights, and he let the running quarterback get free, and quarterback's going to get a 1st down on this play. Unbelievable. Boye Mafe left his feet there. He had the quarterback right in his mark and just let him off the hook. Let him wriggle off that hook there. Inside, Mafe's right there. For some reason, just left his feet for no reason, frankly. Dobbs didn't even do a pump fake. He stunted inside, did Mafe, had the clear pathway to it. It worked, and then just left his feet for some strange, weird reason. That will take us down to the 2-minute warning, though, now, with the Cardinals right around the midfield marker. Tony Borges Silva, thank you for another $5 donation. Tony, I do appreciate all your donos today on the chat. Thank you so much. Says, people are going to think I'm crazy, but should we trade DK with Bobo playing as good as he is? No, I wouldn't say, I wouldn't say it's crazy, because it's going to be something that's, especially after this game, is going to be brought up in the chat in our post-game discussion. I'm already anticipating I'm going to be hearing quite a bit about that. No, I would not. And my reason being is that I don't know that you got Tyler Lockett here for the next 2 to 3 years. Lockett, to me, maybe a guy that you have for the next 2 years. And depending on how long he's deciding to play and all that, that's a bit of what should factor into this. But I think as much as anything, you have kind of your eventual replacement in Lockett with Bobo, because we have to acknowledge and understand that JSN's probably, I know he can do some stuff maybe a little bit on the outside, but he really is by and large going to be your slot receiver when it's all said and done. So I wouldn't say, in my opinion, that would be the smart way to go. But Tony, it's going to be brought up. It will be broached after today's game, I'm sure. I'm very, very sure it will. Thank you, though, man. Appreciate all your donations today on the channel. Got a couple here. I'm behind on a few here. Wow, sorry. A little behind on the chat with the dono. Sorry. Robert, my brother in the chat. What's up, Rob? It's good to see you, brother. Thanks for the $2 dono. I know you got a big smile on your face. Says, I started Bobo in place of Metcalf. Let's F it go. You're eating today. You're eating today, Rob. Your fantasy team's eating today. Let's go is right. How about Bobo? 2 targets in this game, 2 catches. I thought he had another catch in this game. Why does it only have him listed with 1 catch? Is that the one did they call that one back earlier where he beat the guy over the top? Maybe they called that one back on the penalty. But he's looking good, Rob. He's looking real good. Samuel Carlson, thank you for the $2 donation. Says it's rookie day in Lumen Field. It is rookie day, huh? Hell, you even have the interception by Witherspoon got wiped off the books. Or we'd be even more further along with that. Yeah, well said, man. All right, so we got a read option give here to Rondale Moore, who's going to get himself a gain of about 12 yards. Seahawks are having a really hard time right now with the Cardinals read option game. They're not handling it well, and keeping their contained to the edges especially has been a bit of an issue. We do have a holding here call, so that will be a replay. That's helpful because that was a big gain there. They're going to get the tight end for holding on the play. Trey McBride, the player called, doesn't like the call. That's pretty. That's a 20-yard shift of yardage there. That's big. So 1st and 20 now for the Cardinals. They'll come out with a 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver look. Rondale Moore will go in motion. Dobbs going to flick this out into the flat. And Julian Love comes up and makes the play. Nice job by Julian Love. He came flying up from center field there to come make that play. Good job in his reading instincts there, though. Right on time with that play. It's a 5-yard gain, but not taken down instantly at that point. Cardinals are letting this clock run a little bit, of course. Dobbs back in shotgun. 3 wide receiver look. Seahawks picking something up. There's a lot of communication before the snap, and that's going to be complete inside for a first down on Tariq Woolen. Hollywood Brown with the catch. Looks like an over route they got Tariq Woolen on there. Brown wide open. .48 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Cardinals have all 3 of their timeouts. Dobbs going to give this to the running back here. And Seattle continues to have some issues here. They started out stopping the run really, really well and doing a really good job with it. But Amari Demicardo especially has come in here and given this running game a lot of life. Cardinals now are going to go over 100 yards rushing in this game. And this is why you got the quarterback at eight attempts for 16 yards and 65 yards, throwing for about 4-yard average per attempt is Dobbs. But the running game is getting it done right now for this Cardinal team. Jordan, thank you for the $2 donation. I think you got two $2 donations there, Jordan, so I'll read them both here. Give me 1 sec. We're just getting the winding down. If you did a donation, I'll get to you in just a sec. The action gets a little bit faster at the end of the half, so just want to make sure I'm covering what we got going on here. Cardinals with 37 seconds left, 2 timeouts. Down 14-10 to the Hawks at the 27-yard line in Seahawks territory. Empty look here for Dobbs. Drops back to throw. Pressure. We've got a penalty flag. And a great job by both Quandre Diggs and Jamal Adams. Both knocked that ball away in the end zone. And it will be a holding call on the Cardinals. So this will actually replay second down. There'll be a 2nd and 12. Kelvin Beachum. Interesting thing to pay attention to in this game is that the Cardinals are down DJ Humphries. Big part of what's made their offense, whatever it's been able to get going this year so far, is being able to have both Humphries to one side and then the rookie, of course, Paris Johnson out there on the right. Now you're a little bit of a shaky shape here at this point. And I guess Darrell Taylor is getting a lot of run in this game. 2nd and 12. Taylor with the rush. Ball's going to be knocked down. It looks like Dobbs was hit as he was throwing the ball, so it came out a little odd. Was that Witherspoon on the blitz there? No, that was, you only had a front 4. That was Mafe again, I think. Mafe on the rookie Paris. Good job. Very good job by Mafe there. Gets his hand right in there to keep that throw from going off. 3rd down and 12. 27 seconds to go in the second quarter. Cardinals, 3 wide receiver look. Shotgun here, Dobbs. Drops back to throw. He's under duress. Mafe got him, and he will drag him down. Boye Mafe with a big-time sack there. As that will knock the Cardinals out of field goal range. So not only a big sack to get a 3rd down stop here, but a big stop as well, because this will take the Cardinals out of 4th down. I would think this would take them out of range. You could try a 60-yarder, I guess, here if you want to be the Cardinals. Kind of surprised Carroll didn't just do an instant timeout at that point as well, as soon as the sack happened, because one thing you can do now if you're the Cardinals is that you allow the Cardinals to try a field goal here, or I guess they're going to do a Hail Mary. Well, okay. They don't trust the kicker's Prater doesn't got the leg to get it there from there. We're all good then, for the most part. I think if you call a quick timeout, if you're the Hawks, you then force a punt here, and then there's no possibility of a potential field goal attempt or a Hail Mary type play, because then they know that if it goes wrong, you're leaving the Hawks a couple of seconds on the clock on the other side of it. But it will be a Hail Mary attempt here. 4th and 20 for the Cardinals. Seahawks are only going to blitz. Seahawks jumped off sides. Cardinals wanted a free play. And no, they're going to call it on the Cardinals. Cardinals false started. Kelvin Beachum got a little bit quick on his jump there. I don't know who the Cardinal jumped offside there. I don't know who they were calling that on. So Dobbs now will set up from the 49-yard line of Seahawks territory. He's going to try a Hail Mary here. Seahawks rushing 3. Dobbs scrambling up. He's going to let this go. Ball's knocked down in the end zone. And that will take us to halftime. So the Seattle Seahawks will come out of this first half with a 14-10 lead. The defense able to get tight down there near the end zone. Trey Brown coming through. Nice job by Trey there. He just went and grabbed that ball and ripped it down. But nice work there by the Seahawks defense throughout the course of that half. Good job on both sides of the ball in this one. Jordan, let me get your dono, and I'm really sorry a little late on. Just a lot of action there was going on. Jordan says, Pete is 2 for 2 on challenges. What universe are we in? That is true. That is true. He's got the first challenge, which of course then took them from going for it on 4th and 1 to a field goal situation. And then you have this challenge. I mean, Coach Carroll very well could be responsible for almost 14 points on this board here in this game with the Bobo challenge. And then the challenge that took them out of the 4th and 1, that took them down from what would have been a 4th and 1 to now it's 4th and 6. So now the Cardinals decide to go for the field goal instead. And though he hasn't had the greatest history in his challenges, that being Coach Carroll, you got to give him some props in this first half. Those are some big challenges. Big challenges. And it's great to see, Jordan. It is really cool to see. I don't know what universe we're in on this, man. You went to an alternative universe last night. That's the only explanation. You popped into a window universe, and it's one where Coach Carroll's always right on challenges. Ran in the cut. Thank you for the $5 donation as well. Sorry for the slow acknowledgement on the donos, but I do appreciate them. He says, touchdown, Bobo with the toe tap. Bobo mossed him. Oh, Bobo did kind of moss him. And I mean, it's hard enough to do a toe tap when you got no space on the sideline. Do it with an added degree of difficulty to where you got to catch it with only one hand, one paw. And that means you got to reel that in fast to get those feet down, to have the time to get the feet down. And Bobo made that whole play happen all the way through. And we saw in it too. He ran a nice little route. He's got that nice little release where he'll start inside and then he's just waiting to kind of bait that defender to get them leaning inside, and then he gets back to the outside. And there wasn't a lot of separation there, but props to Bobo on that catch. Great catch. Props to Gino on the throw, putting it in a place where his guys got a chance to make the catch. Then props to Coach Carroll for challenging the play and getting the thing overturned. You know, all of it worked perfectly well there. But Bobo, what a catch. Had another big play in this half, too. He's only credited with one catch, but he also took the top off the defense to begin this game. I think it got called back on a penalty, but he's doing it. He's doing whatever you give him. He's going to do the most with it. Megan, thank you for becoming a member again with the channel. I know it probably just expired up on you accidentally, but thank you for jumping back in on it. Guard 9, thank you for the $5 donation. It says Jake Borvicious. Jake Borvicious. He does look like Joe Vicious so much. And Joe had the same ability to, even though he didn't always seem fast, he could somehow, some way just take the top off the defense. And if the ball was near him, if he had a chance to catch it, he was going to catch it. And a great contested catcher at that on top of everything else. But Bobo, the Bobo mania is real. The hype is real. This kid isn't going anywhere. Every chance you give him, he's going to take it and run with it. And it has been unbelievable to watch. Unbelievable, Garth. Samuel Carlson with the $2 donation says Jake Tobo. Jake Tobo is right. Maybe that's his nickname that we're gonna have to roll with here. But I knew he had a lot of skill. I knew he had the great hands. I knew he could run some nasty routes. I knew he had some releases in his bag. I didn't know he had the toe drag swag. That's a new unveiling of Mr. Bobo today. That's a new one on me. But I like it. I like it. This kid ain't going nowhere. He ain't going to go nowhere. And boy, he's got to just be impressing the hell out of the coaching staff. Just like, man, this kid's, every chance we give him, he's doing something with it. Unbelievable. Thank you, though, Samuel, for that donation. I appreciate you. Mega Gok Roger, my lady from Dan Enda, with a $5 donation. Says, Pete Carroll, our silver-headed challenge king. 2 for 2. Let's go. Hey, let's go, Pete. Let's go, Pete. And you got to give him those props on that second Bobo challenge. I swear to God, I saw in my chat, there was about 3 or 4 comments went through the chat that went, oh, wasted challenge, Pete. Wasted challenge. God. Old Pete with his challenges again. But he nailed it. That's a huge, huge, huge reversal in this game. Going from being down and, okay, what's the next play? Are we going to be able to get this in? Are we taking the field goal to just tie this up? First coming out of this half at 14-10 with the lead and the momentum. Thanks to Mr. Pete. Mr. Pate Coach Carroll. I love it. I love it though, Megan. It feels good. That feels good, that half. Defense played good football. You ran the ball well. You threw the ball efficiently. Minus one throw in that half from Geno. Everything else was on point. He's got 147 rating through that first half. You feel good about it. Defense keeping him down to 10 points, 57 yards passing in the first half. Like to stop a little bit more of the running game, but I mean, that's a good first half from your defense, in my opinion. Very, very good defensive first half. Sector 7 with a $2 donation says the new nickname is Tobo. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. I'm with it. I like that. I like that. This guy is he much like Witherspoon. He keeps playing like this. He can have a multitude of nicknames. I'm not just going to limit him to just one. You know what I mean? We gotta open up all the possibilities on that one. Thank you, though, Hector, for the donation. Tobo is the name today, that's for sure. There is no other but Tobo today. He is the one. You're him. But thank you for all the donations. Appreciate you. Jason C. says Kyler Murray on injured reserve hurting the Cardinals. I don't think it's hurting or helping him. I think they're going to be really patient and try to take their time with him for a couple of different reasons. You know, they don't want the injuries. He's got some injury guarantees in his contract, so there's probably some worry about, you know, playing him and then having him get injured, and then you're stuck, re-enlisted into that contract further. So I think that they're just taking as much time to make sure he is 100%, 100 all the way through healthy before they're actually going to activate him at that point. That'd be my take with it. Brandon Taylor, thank you for the $5 donation, Brandon. I really do appreciate you for that, brother. And it's good to see you in the chat as well. It says, Boye Mafe leads the team with 4 sacks, involved all game long. What a start to his sophomore year. Love seeing all the young guys contributing every week. I do as well. And well put on your part. He really could have had 2 sacks in that first half, Brandon. He had that stunt where he came right up through the middle, and he had, he had Dobbs dead to rights, and he just left his feet kind of for no reason, or he would have had a pretty straightforward, easy sack on that play as well. I did a video through the first couple of games this year and through what we were seeing from him in preseason, where I said that we have a pass rush sensation in the making. And it wasn't a blind video to be posted out. It was a video out. This is what I really think about where this kid's going in his game. And you knew he could be a good run defender. He showed that in the first half a few times already. But it was the pass rush you were seeing. Can that come along with Boye Mafe? Can that be the next thing now that we see take hold? And indeed, this year it is. He's finding some inside counters that he didn't have last year. He's being more efficient, just like we saw in the first half in a stunt game. He can beat guys around to the edge still with using that hand swipe move that he used last year. That was his kind of go-to too much. But now when he uses in those other moves, Brandon, when he's moving in the counter inside, when he's working in the stunning inside, and then now you go to the hand swipe now starts to become more and more effective. But I do think this is a guy that's going to be a double-digit guy in this league and a great run defender at the same time. I don't know where that'll put him as far as his pecking order, as far as edges in the NFL, and where does that rank him, and what kind of player does that mean he is? But that was what you're going to get from him as you go forward, in my opinion. An outstanding top 15 run defender off the edge, and a guy capable of double-digit sacks on the season on top of that with some consistent pressures. But he's looking great. And definitely nice to see Brandon, as we hope this year. We're going to come forward this year. If we're going to be a contender this year, you need the young guys to step forward fast. You are the 3rd youngest roster in football. The young guys have got to come forward if we're going to take hold this year. If this year is going to be a time where we can be a team to really make some noise. And like you say, every week we are seeing these young cats coming along and contributing. And that's going to help you potentially as you get down the road here, as we see the season round into shape, maybe get into a state of being a contending team at that point, because we can look at them in that way. But thank you, Brandon. I appreciate that $5 donation, and well spotted by you, Boye, holding it down. Pressure, sacks, run defense. He brings it all to the table. Rand in the cut. Thank you for the $5 donation. I appreciate that you ran for all your donos tonight as well. Man, that's the third or fourth one for you. Appreciate you for that. Says, how about Geno? That first half, 12 of 15, 149 yards and 2 tutties. I'm with it, man. I'm trying to give him, as I can, the props to him. You know, you have the one play in this half where it's a third down and he decides he's going to throw to Jackson Smith and it's almost picked off. And at the same time, he's missing Bobo deep on the play. But you can't make one throw and a half the total of what a guy's done in a half from the quarterback position. Bad throws are going to happen. They're going to occur. And what you see from him in this half, 12 of 15, 149 yards, what you're seeing from Geno is what you'll see from Geno if you can keep him with a clean pocket. Part of having the clean pocket today is you're getting a little healthier on the offensive line. Yes. Part of it, though, also is that this Cardinal defensive line does not have the guys that they can threaten you with to put your offensive pass protection in peril. But it does show you that when you give Geno the time in the pocket, and the data backs this up, give him the time in the pocket to throw, and he can be deadly. He can go there and pick a defense apart. Now, if you have him under duress a lot and you hit him a bunch and you get him, is he going to be a little bit different? Yeah, but are pretty much all quarterbacks going to be a little bit different if you're smacking him in the face on a consistent basis throughout the course of a game? Yeah, you better believe it. Awesome first half from Geno Smith. Decision-making was good. He seemed to be very efficient and smart and reading things correctly prior to the snap so that where he was going post-snap was correct and absent that JSN play. And the Bobo throw where you're, the correcting things. You missed Bobo earlier on a deep throw, probably in the back of your mind a little bit, coming back later in that half and decide, let me just try to trust him down there on this one. I missed him completely earlier. He's down there. He's got one-on-one coverage. He can go up and get this ball. I've done this with him in training camp and mini camps and made these kind of throws to him. Let me just try on this one. And that's Geno, correcting things, fixing things a little bit, even just in a half that you see from him. But Geno's played wonderfully in this half. Played wonderfully in that first half. Cardinals aren't the toughest defense, but he still played wonderfully within it, on pace for 300 yards passing this game. Give him a clean pocket, and it's a different quarterback. And you can go, well, we can't always give him a clean pocket. You can give him a little more consistent, clean pockets. My point on this has always been with this, of course, Rand, that you got to look at Geno when the haters of Geno come out and say from week 13 onwards through right now, it's been a different quarterback that we've seen overall. Well, what's been a commonality of that over that time period is a lack of being able to run the ball and a lack of pass protection. Those things have existed from week 13 onward through this week, with the exception of a couple random weeks in there. What do we have today? Upwards, top-notch pass protection, and we got our ground game averaging 6.1 yards per carry. And look, the offense is being efficient and effective. To me, those go together, and they will go together onward into the future. If we're seeing Geno struggle, I don't think we're going to see Geno struggling behind clean pockets. I guess if I'm trying to find a succinct way to put this. But thank you, Brandon and Ran the Cut. Appreciate you. Eddie Nicholson Jr., thank you for subscribing to the channel, Eddie. Welcome aboard the Hawks Nest. I appreciate you for hitting that sub button. Jenny McMartin, thank you for jumping aboard as well and hitting that sub button. I really do appreciate you guys doing that. We're trying to get to 15,000 subscribers this year. We're just about to round on into, 13.9 or so right now. So we are motoring our way to that goal. We are getting there quicker and quicker, and you're helping us get there. Jenny, Mr. Nicholson Jr., thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. Jay Silk, you have become a member of the channel. And Jay, I appreciate you for doing that. Members of the channel, look out every Monday on your community post. I'll be putting the PFF scores down there. I also do a Thursday night football stream for members of the channel as well. So be on the lookout on your community post, as I'll be putting your membership benefits in there, Jay. But thank you for coming aboard as a member of the channel. We got the opening kick now here of the half, which will go back into the end zone, and that will go ahead and take us out to the 25-yard line to begin things here for Geno and company. See if they can start to maybe separate a little bit in this game. Alan coming in with a $20 donation. Alan, thank you for the fat $20 drop, brother. You were very kind for doing that, man, and not your first one of the day at all in that. So thank you for that, man. You are amazing. Says that Brandon, I'm not opposed to Seattle winning the Super Bowl this season. Luck may bounce our way. But I think this season was a season for our defense to improve, and I think next season our O will easily match the D's energy. Great thoughts on here. Geno starting out in pistol. Let me quick give into Walker here on first down. He'll take it for a gain of about 2 or 3. Thank you for that $20 drop, man. That is just amazing, all your support tonight on the channel. And well said on your part as well. This season's going to be hard to get to a Super Bowl this year. Is it possible with the level of talent you put? Yeah, because when you put this talented of a team together, kind of anything is possible. It's a very young team. And you are, the brass tacks is you are in technically year 2 of a rebuild. And not a lot of teams in year 2 of a rebuild are talking about contending. But we got, sorry, get back to that in just a sec here. So we got 2nd down and 8. Cardinals bringing a blitz. Geno picks it up off the edge. Good job by Geno. You know it's coming, Geno. You know it's coming. Nice throw out to Tyler Lockett on an out route there for about a gain of 7 yards. This will bring up a 3rd and 1. Geno did a good job there of recognizing the blitz was coming on that play. Changed things up just a little bit. But yeah, you need to get your defensive scheme especially back on point, Allen, and rolling in the right direction and put together in the right manner as well. I think that is what you're kind of intimating about there, and that's well said. Geno back in shotgun on 3rd and 1. Cardinals, a lot of guys around the box here. Geno dropping back to throw. He's going to run it. Geno's going to get the 1st down. Nice job by Geno. Able to escape the pocket with some nice pocket mobility there. Had to kind of just get out of the, had some defenders close by, almost within arm's reach. Had to kind of find a way to slide past them a bit there. Nice job on his part. Good job, Geno. 1st down and 10, 13-13 to go in the 3rd quarter. 3 tight end look here for the Seattle Seahawks. Geno back under center. Parkinson goes in motion, pitch play wide. Walker's got it wide, not really anywhere to go. Good job by the Cardinal defense of stringing that out. Geno in shotgun. 2 tight end look here. Dropping back to throw. Doesn't like what he sees. He's going to flip this over the top. Parkinson's open. Broken coverage. Deep down the field. Cardinals just blew a coverage, I think, there on Parkinson. Parkinson just runs a little. It wasn't even designed to be a wheel route. Parkinson just ran off script, turned it into a wheel route from a flat route. And he's wide open. Smart play there by Parkinson to take that up the field there on that route. 1st down, Seahawks. Good job by Geno there not to panic. 2 tight end look here again for Seattle now on the 36-yard line of the Cardinals. Dropping back throws. Geno, he's looking deep, and he's going to let it rip deep. And he's got the catch in there to Noah Fant. That is a ballsy-ass throw by Geno Smith. He threw that ball and had to fit that in between a needlehead. I don't know how he got that thread through. I mean, there is not a lot of separation when he decides to let this ball rip. And he's just trusting Noah Fant's going to get it done. A sea of hands around Noah Fant, who just somehow comes up with it. 1st down and 10. Hawks moving the ball up the field fast here on the Cardinals in this 3rd quarter. Geno back under center from the 11-yard line. The give's going to be into Walker. Walker jumping around, looking for some space. Too many Cardinal defenders there. He is fighting hard. He's going to turn this into a strong 3-yard gain from what really looked like maybe a no-gain point here when he first got the ball. Cardinal defense has done a better job here as this game has wore on of playing the run. Second down, Seahawks can still get a first at about the 1-yard line. Geno dropping back to throw. This is going to be a design keeper, and he's going to take it and slide down at about the 5-yard line or so. That was a draw all the way from the Seahawks. All right, so we got 3rd and about 5. Seahawks 3 wide receivers to the far side. JSN goes in motion, back to the near. Geno dropping back to throw. Compacted. He's looking. Geno's going to try to scramble with this. Geno jives, flipped end over end. Geno went for it and Supermaned his way. He got flipped over. He's going to get the first down with the effort. He needed to do that to get the first. If he couldn't slide here, he had to go and put his head down and go get this. And he jumps up in the air and gets completely flipped. Head over ass. Does a pirouette. They got to give us the first there, right? They're not. Yeah, we got the first on that. Great effort there by Geno Smith. He had to do it. If he tried to go soft on that, he was going to be just short. And Geno's going to call a timeout here. He doesn't like what he sees at the line of scrimmage. I think the play clock had wound down a little bit. Alan H., thank you again for that $20 donation. And again, well said on your part in that you needed to get the defense right. You didn't have a championship defense last year. You had the league worst defense just about, or one of the league worst defenses. You had to figure out how to get this thing back to a functional state. And I think the offense is going to come along with this. I think, Alan, it's just you need to get healthier offensively, especially on that line. And then these parts can work together and be at their best. Next year is going to be full go mode as far as you feeling like, okay, now the window's opened at this point. But this year, you never know, man. You never know. Like you say, luck may bounce our way. The young guys may come forward in a fashion that nobody expected. Coach Carroll has taken young teams before. Here we got shotgun with Geno Smith. The give is going to be into Walker. Walker looked like he was right at the goal line, about ready to bang it through, and the Cardinals were able to just hold him up just enough there at the goal line to make this 2nd and goal. This is where you miss Charbonnet big time in this game, and that you really would love to have a hammer here. DJ Dallas, not a hammer, and you're having to kind of give these carries to Walker instead a bit. Geno back in shotgun again. See if they go back to it, and they do go back to it again here. Walker, nowhere to go. Just completely swallowed up in the backfield. The Cardinals defense was all over it on that play. 3rd down. Budda Baker got in there in the hole, and there's too many Cardinal defenders down there. Third down and goal, 7:57 to go in the third quarter. Hawks up 14-10. Geno will be under center here. Bobo in the game with JSN as your 2 wide receivers. Bobo set up. Oh, and it's a quick throw out to Parkinson, who's quickly slung down there by the cornerback for a 4th down. And I think you got to go for the field goal here if you're probably Coach Carroll. You could trust your defense, that's for sure too. But you've not looked good this year in red zone situations in general, and these last 3 plays have not looked altogether very good either on top of that. We got a holding call here on the Hawks, which will be declined. This will bring up 4th down, and we'll see what Coach Carroll decides to do here. Here's the thing, you trust your defense in a day like this, and you know, even if you don't get the first, you just don't, but you got to take the points. Defense is playing as well as they played, and the offense having the struggles they've had down by the red zone. You've got to take the points. And so the Seahawks do that, I think, kind of smartly here. This is definitely a position I'd support with Coach Carroll, because you got to read the room, read the temperature in the room, as they say. Myers comes out for a field goal kick now. This will be a short one. He'll send it up and through. Seahawks will take a touchdown lead here with 7:37 to go in the third quarter. Alan, thank you for that $20 donation, man. And I think you do encapsulate, again, where I think the team is at, where it's going, what needs to get done to get us there. And can it happen faster? Sure, it can happen faster. But the good part about it is we know when we can see that the stuff is coming together. There are certain people that'll be reticent to believe that we're closer than we're further apart, but things are, rather than falling apart, they're coming together, I think, in the grand scheme of things. Thank you for that $20 donation, though, man. I appreciate you. Jason C. didn't have anything put as a comment on your donation, just a $2 donation. I appreciate you for that, man. Thank you for that donation, Jason. And I hope you're having a great night watching this Hawk action. Garth Knight with a $5 donation. Appreciate the double donation, Garth. Says, I feel like this is a bizarro universe, Pete. Nevertheless, good to see JSN involved in Sector 7 feeling a W in his bones. When Sector 7's confident, I'm confident. He makes his confidence makes me confident. And yeah, we've got Bizarro Pete. We've got what was that what's the Doctor Strange movie, the one where he had to like reanimate his own corpse and then like do magic through the corpse? Like we have the reanimated Coach Carroll doing magic through I'm not saying Coach Carroll's a corpse. I'm just saying it was like, you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say. But it is good to see JSN involved as well. Get him that first touchdown catch. Get a little bit maybe that monkey off his back, and people on when are you going to get your catches? When are you going to be featured? Like it's coming. It's coming. Well, it's starting to come now. And that part is good to hear from our standpoint of things. But thanks, Garth. Alan H. Thank you for the $2 donation. Says Gino's still a GOAT. I don't know what anyone else says. No, you shouldn't hear anyone else. I love that thought process. And Gino's still my guy. I'm still riding with Gino. I've not jumped off the Gino bandwagon or left this wagon. No, I'm on it. I have faith in this guy. I don't think you're going to put him under as much duress as he's had to face in the early part of this year as we get to the later part of this year. And I think he's going to be, there's some tough opponents coming up, no doubt about that. But I think Gino's going to help get us into the playoffs and then hopefully even a little bit more beyond that and what this team can become. I have that faith, and I know you do too, Alan. I'd love to see it. Thank you for all your donations tonight, man. Snail with a $2 dono says Gino equals Goff. They're trailers, not trucks. Trailers, not trucks. Yeah, I guess that's somewhat fair. I do think that Geno Smith is a better quarterback than Goff, in my opinion, Snail, because Jared Goff has gotten a lot more clean pockets to work with over the past couple of years than Geno has. And so that does to me put Geno as a cut above him with that in that understanding of it. Does that mean Geno's a truck and that he's going to drive? Maybe not. I also think though, we aren't constructing a team that needs the quarterback to be the truck. We're not trying to, it's nice to have the star quarterback, but I don't think by the way and the nature they set this up, it's necessary. Here's a kickoff now to the up man who's drugged down to the ground. Nice job there by Cody Thompson. Makes the tackle. We got a penalty flag as well in addition to that. But it's fair enough. It's fair enough. Charles D., thank you for subscribing to the channel, Charles. Welcome aboard the Hawks Nest. I appreciate you for answering the call. And you as well, BJ. You as well for jumping aboard here, the Hawks Nest, and subscribing up. We're trying to get to 15,000. So if you're not subscribed up, please do get subscribed up. If you haven't and we got a face mask here, I guess, on the Cardinals. They're going to call that on the Cardinals. Who did they get? Oh, I see. Wow, how'd the official even see that? That was subtle. But you guys, please help us get to the 15,000 mark. If you're not subscribed up, if you can hit that like button, it does also help me show up on other Hawks fans looking for Seahawks content. So if you can hit that like button, I would really appreciate it too. All right, 17-10 Seattle. Cardinals take over from their own 10-yard line after the face mask penalty. We got a keeper here by Dobbs. He does a very good job of fooling that defensive end, of just keeping that ball in the belly of the back as long as he possibly can. He's very, very adept at that. He's fooled a couple of Hawks defenders in this game a couple of times. I don't know, the Hawks defensive ends almost should if I was coach, I'd say just smack the hell out of the quarterback. Just keep it, just take for granted the fact that he's going to keep it every time. We've seen Darrell Taylor get confused on a couple of those plays. 2nd down and 7. Dobbs dropping back to throw. Jaron Reed with some pressure. Dobbs stands tall in the pocket around it. Completes the ball underneath to his tight end for a gain of about 6. This will bring up a 3rd down and 1. Rams just went up on the Steelers, 17-10. $6:25 to go here in the third quarter, 3rd and 2. Man, Dobbs is so hard to get on. Oh, good job by the Hawks defense. It looked like Dobbs was going to get away there for a second and get the first down, but the defense rallied up. Everyone got a hat on Dobbs and just like a rugby scrum was able to push him back the other way. Jordan Brooks did a great job of really flying down that line to get to Dobbs quickly. And then the cavalry arrived. Cavalry arrived at that point. Good job there defensively there. What a stop, fourth down. Nicely done by the defense there. 3 and out for the Cardinals. Seahawks will have some potential decent field position to work with here. DJ Dallas has it. Not a lot of space. It's still up on his feet. DJ Dallas is still going. Rums his way out of one tackle. We got blockers out front. He's going to move up the field. He's got it down into the Cardinals territory. Nicely done there by DJ Dallas. Seahawks high sideline is hyped up to hell. There's a way of redemption there for you. Man who had a fumble earlier in this game did DJ Dallas. Gets the ball up the field there. A nice return. He spun out of a tackle as all of the bodies were down near him, and he spun back out the back door of the contain unit of the Cardinal punt return defense, punt defense. Nice job there. It's kind of spun in a circle and it threw the punt return punt kick coverage unit off of the Cardinal team. Nice job by DJ. Offense has got a chance now here at the 35-yard line to do some damage. Bobo goes in motion, 3 tight end look, pitch play to Walker. Walker back inside, still on his feet, running with purpose, runs over a man and still gets down for a 9-yard gain. Great job there by DJ Dallas. Trying to take advantage of a little bit of the Arizona Cardinals' aggression on this play. They made everything look like in that run play it was going to the left and then swung it back to the right with Walker. I think that's a little bit of catching the Cardinals in some over pursuits and what they're seeing on the tape here early on in this game. 2nd down and 1. Again, the 3 tight end look here for the Seahawks. Bobo, your 1 wide receiver. The give into Walker. Walker gets the first down on a 3-yard carry. Geno Smith in a pistol look here on 1st down. Seahawks on the 22-yard line of the Cardinals. Still a 3 tight end look here for them. Give is into Walker here again. Walker keeping his feet down. I love the commitment to the running of the ball here. I really do. We have Stone Forsythe, by the way, in it looks like at right tackle. And we got a little scrum after the play. It's getting a little chippy now between the Cardinals and Seahawks. There's some talking going on, a little extracurricular pushing going on after the play. Just a little bit chippy, getting a little bit of the vibes of this being an NFC West matchup a bit, maybe. Clock continues to roll. 3:31 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 6. Walker's been heavily used here on this drive early on. Pistol look here. 2 tight ends to Geno's side. Again, the give's going to be into Walker. Not a lot of room to be had there. He's only able to gain about a gain of 2 or so. This will bring you up with a 3rd and short. Seahawks today are 6 of 9 on 3rd downs. Cardinals are 4 of 10 on the day. Geno's going to come out in shotgun. Bobo, Lockett, JSN, your receivers. Fant, your tight end. Dallas, you're up back. Oh my God, Geno threw an interception. Jesus, Geno. Geno with a horrible throw down by the goal line here. Just needs to throw it away. This was a rollout to the left. The Cardinals are all over it. And Geno just panics here. Goodness gracious. You got to throw it away there, Geno, and take the points. That is a miserable play by Geno Smith. When it goes wrong for Geno, man, it goes all the way wrong for him. It's just like it's going off the. I love the guy. I'm not knocking him. I'm not saying I don't want him, but Jesus, dude, when it goes off the rails, he just completely goes right off the rail full, you know? Like, just throw it away. You're up by 10 points. You're heading down to the fourth quarter. Be aware of where you are in the game. Like, you gotta think in that moment a little bit deeper than that. Concierge with Nolan, thank you for the $5 donation, Nolan. I do appreciate you. He says, not sure if you saw, Uchenna appears to be out. More Taylor coming in the second half. Your meme is right with the head to the hand on that one, man. Yeah, they did good so far with it, and this defense is going to have to continue to hold up now. But I get worried about there with Taylor in the run defense part. It's just something that, in watching him for years with it, as I was saying about earlier, you know it too. It's the awareness, it's the setting the edge, it's the tackling. It's kind of all the way around the creek, not good necessarily. So, I guess we're getting more Taylor than I'd prefer Derek Hall myself, though. I'll say that. BJ, thank you for subscribing to the channel and answering that call as we're trying to get it to that 15,000 mark. I appreciate you helping me get a little bit closer there as we are going to get there. I think we'll probably end up passing 13.9 today. So thank you for helping me get there, BJ. Appreciate you for subscribing to the channel. David, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, I think a lot of the red zone struggles are due to offensive line injuries. I think that certainly could be a part of where this is going from. You're at the 2 or 3 yard line. You try to run twice in a row to Walker, and it's going nowhere. You don't get any push. You don't get any drive. The running game was going good earlier in this game. It's been a little bit of a slowdown. I mean, even with them trying to feature Walker more here, the yards have been less and less there to be had for him. So, yeah, I think that's definitely a part of it here, David. Geno's got to make some better decisions down in the red zone point, too, at times. He's got to be wary down there a little bit more. I mean, that's just throw it away. The play is supposed to be a rollout to the left and Bobo in the flat or Bobo on an out route. Once that's not there, just dust it, All right, so Dobbs will take over from the 1 yard line here. Seahawks bring a lot of defenders around the line of scrimmage here against the Cardinals. Dobbs under center. And I think Seattle jumped to offsides. They were just chomping at the bit to get back there. And couldn't contain their want. But well said, David. I think that's probably pretty accurate. Megan with a $2 donation says, Bizarro Pete, my favorite kind. That's right. He's got the 8 arms. He's doing the Indian pose thing that they do, So the Seahawks give the Cardinals a bit of a break now with a 1st and 5 from the 5 yard line and get them out of the depth of their own end zone. The give's going to be inside here. And that'll be a gain of about 4 yards. John Bryant, thank you for subscribing to the channel, John. Welcome aboard the Hawks Nest, and thank you for answering that call as well, man. I really appreciate all the new subscribers helping the channel get here on this. Get into this goal. I'd love to hit that mark this year. So thank you for helping me get there, man. So very much. Y2K has been a member for 12 long months, the Hawks Nest. Thank you for that, Y2K. We got a 2nd and 2 here for Dobbs and company. He's going to throw this out wide. Oh, what a hit by Witherspoon. Witherspoon just laid a thunderous hit. Absolutely violent as they come. That'll wake a defense up. He just flopped. He just about broke Rondale Moore in 2 on that hit. The kid can bring the wood. Oh, he hit him so hard the guy's leg flapped like back into his own forehead on the landing. 1:18 to go in the third quarter. First down for the Cardinals here from the 14-yard line of the Seahawks. The give is going to be here to Rondale Moore, who's looking for some traffic, and he's got nowhere to go. Jordan Brooks back there to make the tackle. Great play by Jordan Brooks for the TFL. So bring up a 2nd and 11. Y2K says Geno will improve if teams is good 2 seasons. You're challenging me on this one. He be good. All right, Y2K, that's a hard one for me to read, man. I don't know. You probably said something in there. I'm not sure what I could pull from that. Thank you for your long time support of the channel, though. I appreciate it. All right, 2nd down, 11. Dobbs going empty. Dropping back to throw. Seattle bringing a blitz. Cardinals, as they've done all day, able to pick that blitz up. Throws it, does a little bit of a check down throw, but still will be a gain of about 7 or 8 yards there, making this a 3rd and a makeable. Hawks have tried to bring the blitzes from the inside mainly today, and they have not had much luck on the interior blitzes. Cardinals are just reading it kind of every single time. Dobbs doing a good job of being patient here on the road at those points and recognizing, taking the time to recognize when the blitz is coming, when it's not coming. We got 1 second here before the end of the 3rd quarter. That'll be the final quarter. They'll call that dead. So that will be the finish up of the 3rd quarter. We'll get an interesting 3rd down here once we come back to the action. Garth Knight, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, if I'm honest, this Dobbs cat worries me. He's got one of those Ziggy Stardust brains. He knows not the limitations of spectators. Exactly. It's walking on spider webs. How's that song go? From Mars. Maybe he's from Mars. You know, one of those two. Dobbs has played within himself today. I mean, the guy's got arm limitations where he can't make all the throws in the books, and the Hawks have definitely, not made it always easy on him. But what he's done with his legs, 5 carries, 36 yards, his decision-making, no interceptions in this game. He's not beat himself. And this Cardinal team under Gannon, I think it's a testament to Coach Gannon, Garth, that they don't beat themselves, that they play within themselves. And that's why they're able to hang in these games and stay strong, despite the fact that there is often in these games so far this year been a lot of talent discrepancies between who they're playing. This is why they beat the Cowboys. Because if you beat yourself, if you're going to make mistakes, if you're Geno going to throw a red zone interception, if you're DJ Dallas, you're going to have a fumble on a special teams play, they'll take advantage. And that's where we can't beat ourselves at home in those 2 ways there. That's what makes those kind of mistakes so bad on the part of it. And, for the people that are anti-Geno, and I like that throw right there, there's no excusing that. That is just an awful throw, awful decision-making all the way through. I hate the call by Waldron as well. The rollout to the left to a side that the quarterback's not as the best throwing to. 3rd and 4, that's the best thing you can get. Waldron, again, continues, especially once he gets to the red zone. He's so weird with his play calling. It starts going all over the place. I got my mom and my brother in the house tonight. This is a good day. It's a good day. Mom, it's good to see you in the house. Thank you for the $2 donation. I love you. And thank you for watching. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good day out there. And Hawaii. Love you. Duquan with a $5 dono. Thank you, Duquan. Geno needed to put that back of the end zone. Let Bobo fall back to it. Yeah, just like he did earlier. Give him a chance, right, Duquan? I don't like throwing the ball really anyway with the defender underneath lurking there, but if you're going to throw it, then throw it up. Make it a play where your player has a chance to go make it, or he can at least knock the ball away if the defender's close to maybe make a play on the ball. And instead, Geno just kind of flatlines it there on the throw. Now his ball, the arm was hit, which certainly probably changed the trajectory a bit on that, Duquan, because his arm was definitely hit by Gardeck, I think, as soon as he was trying to throw it. But that's where I come back to it. It's the beat earlier decision of just throw it away to me. Just throw it away. It's not there. The play's not there. This wasn't really structured with the rollout to your left for you to be able to kind of sit back in the pocket and take some extra time and try to see if something extra secondary develops. So I think that the hit thing was, he might have thrown it up if his arm wasn't hit, Duquan. But yeah, that's, if you are going to throw it back there, you want to at least let your guy or nobody get a chance. 3rd down here for Dobbs. He's going to roll out. He's going to roll out and he's still looking and he's going to go up over the top. Oh, okay. We got a flag on the play here. And it's going to be an incomplete pass. It'll be holding on the Cardinals. Seahawks will decline that. This will bring up 4th down. Paris Johnson got called for the hold. And that's how Dobbs was able to clear the pocket, I guess. Is that Boye? Yeah, Boye giving it to Paris Johnson today. And, just a little bit too much. Maffei's showing the official too. Maffei's going like, look at what he's doing to me. Official finally gave him the call on that. But nice job by the Seahawks defense of holding up here. This could have been a big momentum point here where you let the Cardinals start to get a foothold now here in the 4th quarter, but you're going to give the ball right back to your offense. Defense has done their job today. Boy, the punter for the Cardinals has earned his money. He has flipped field positions today throughout the course of this day multiple times. My man's got 240 yards punting today. on 5 punts. Not like he punted 8 times. 5 punts for 240 yards. He's got a 58 long in this game. The punter for the Cardinals has been their biggest weapon. Jonathan Salazar, thank you for the $5 donation. Second straight week red zone interception. What are you looking at, Gino? Does the same S when he gets sacked. Throw the ball away. Damn. Yeah, just live to play another day. When you're in the red zone, you've got to be aware of where you are on the field. I mean, you already want the guy to protect the ball anyway. You got to just let the ball go. It's a dead play. There's times as a quarterback, it's okay to make that determination. And a coach is especially going to be okay with you making that determination when it means putting points on the board, going from being up by 7 to being up by 10 heading into the fourth quarter. And Gino's got to be aware of what's going on in the field and what's happening. And just he gets decided and locked in on things in his brain at times. And that is where I say where it goes wrong with him, where there are times you can see where he just kind of locks in that I want to do this thing. I want to do this thing. I want to do this thing. And it keeps setting with him through the course of a whole play, and it gets him into trouble. You want to trust your decision-making, but you don't want to linger on it for too long when you're not pulling that trigger, when you're being tentative. And it's in those moments where you can feel his body language tentative in it, where you're going, uh-oh, this is not the good spot for him. This is not where he's at his best. But yeah, he's got to just throw it away, Jonathan. No two ways about it, man. Levi, the men, thank you for as well answering that call, man. Becoming a subscriber to the channel, man. You guys are helping me out to get to that 15,000 mark, and I really, really do appreciate it, as that is just a big goal for this channel. We're going to probably blow that mark away before the end of the year at our current pace. But thank you, Levy, for helping me get there, man. You were awesome. Y2K, thank you for the $5 donation, man. Appreciate you. Says, I was trying to max my letter count if the team stays good. Gino will be at his best in 2 seasons. It's reasonable quarterbacks improve with playing time. Definitely. I think the more a quarterback plays, the better he is, for sure. And certainly there was a lot of work Gino did through the 10 years he had to wait to have another starting opportunity that helped him and has put him in a better position to succeed now for this opportunity. But like you say, it can't hurt having a little bit even more time. I'm riding with Gino into the future. I think that he's going to continue to work with us on the contract deal like he did this offseason. I think he gets it. I think he can be good enough if we put the right team around him. He's got to make me look a little bit better, not making just flat out dumb decisions at times, but he's also made some really great decisions in this game and some wonderful throws. And the overall context of his day, 17 of 21, 214 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 121 rating is good. Gino and Pistol now to start off this drive. He's going to start off by throwing it over here to Bobo. Bobo with the catch. And he's going to be taken down for a gain of about 7 or 8 yards, 6 yards. But well said, Y2K. Well said. I think he's going to be the guy here now in the future. I think they'll still draft somebody, but I don't think that's going to exclude him from necessarily being the guy. We got a bad snap here, and then it's a fumble. Woo, this game was just too sloppy today. This has just been too sloppy. Like, we can't give this Cardinal team this many chances and opportunities, and we have. Just snap was, ugh. Man, just sloppiness with the turnovers today. This is what can lose you the game, is these turnovers. Unforced turnovers, unnecessary, don't have to happen. You have control over it. Just mishandled snap there by Gino. I don't know if he's got a new center in there right now. I don't know if Olatimi snapped it weird, which very well, it was snapped a little bit to the side, but I don't know enough about the snapping to know whether the bad snap or if Gino just didn't get his hands on it there. Yeah. Chicago Natalie. Thank you, Natalie, for subscribing to the channel. 1st and 10 here for Dobbs and company in Seahawks territory at the 34-yard line. Play action pass. They're going to throw a screenplay, and they've got this set up well. Seahawks were coming fast there. This is going to be a gain of about 15 yards. Natalie, thank you for your... sorry, not Natalie. Yeah, Natalie. I got your... I appreciate you for that. Screen pass to Trey McBride. Gets up the field there. Hawks were trying to get after it. First down and 10. God, we could use a turnover here. First and 10. Snap is high. Ball is drifting back. And bad snap, boy. Cardinals, ball's just bouncing Cardinals like our fumbles right into the Cardinals' hands. Their fumbles right back into their hand. They had one earlier today where we had the fumble that actually they gained 4 or 5 yards on. And I don't know. Football gods may not be with us today on some of these bounces. It just keeps coming right back to them. There's a damn magnet in the ball. It still will be a pretty heavy loss on the play. 2nd and 24. Dobbs back in shotgun. He's going to just take this, and he'll take it for a gain of about 6 or 7 yards maybe. This will bring up 3rd and long. This is a run play all the way. Third down and 17. 12:08 to go in the fourth quarter. Seahawks up 17-10. Seahawks fans on their feet, hearkening forth their team. Their defensive one, get us another to send the stop. Come on, boys, you can do it. Third down and 17, empty look here. All the wide, 3 wides to the far side. Another screen play being run here. And that will go just about nowhere. So the Hawks defense doing their job once again today. Keep getting it done once again. Another stop here. So bring up a field goal attempt, but they've done everything you could ask them to do. Geno interception down the goal line. Fumble by DJ Dallas, putting them deep into the Seahawks territory. This last fumble after the mishandled snap, putting them deep into Seahawks territory. And yet the defense is holding the line, getting the job done. Great job on their part here today. So, 34-yard attempt here for Prater. And he kicks that wide. Prater sent it wide. I think the stat jinxed him just beforehand because it said he had kicked 11 straight field goals in the fourth quarter. Snap. Oh, laces out. Laces out. He ace ventura'd him, did the holder. He ace ventura'd him. He spun the ball after the thing and he didn't get it all the way. And then you saw the holder go back to try to spin the laces back away, but it was too late. And Prater got his foot right on the laces and sent it wide. Big, big, big. Boy, that's just huge. That is huge in this game. I'll be right back, guys. I know I'm buying a couple other donations. Give me just 2 seconds. I'll be back here. All right, we got Gino and company back out here with Gino under center. 3 tight end look here for the Hawks. They would love to establish a little bit of a running game here with Walker. He runs hard for about a gain of 3 or 4 yards. It's been tough sledding for him basically since leaving the first quarter in this game. Not a lot of holes to be had. Just a little bit rough and tough there with that. He grinded out 4 yards on that first carry there. $17-10 Seahawks, 2nd and 6, 10:27 to go. Hawks on the 27-yard line, their own territory. Gino drops back to throw. He's under pressure. Still under pressure. Still under pressure. He's going to get sacked. Bring up 3rd down. Cardinal defense is remaining stout. 3rd and 12 now. Anthony Bradford gave up some real quick pressure from Strong, who ended up making the sack in addition to creating the quick pressure there. 3rd and 12. Gino in shotgun. Cardinals showing a little bit of blitz, drop out of it. Gino throws it to Tyler Lockett. And I think they're going to call it incomplete there on Tyler. The whole Cardinal sideline was saying incomplete, incomplete, like they saw it clear. So let's see what happened here on this. I think he got those feet in. Don't we have another challenge still? They're calling that incomplete. If Pete still has a challenge left, I'd throw the challenge. He's got the 2. I think you get the 3rd if you've won your first 2 challenges. It looks like he got the feet down. Maybe I'm not seeing it clear. So it will be punt. Wow. I got to go back and look at that. I don't see anybody else saying that it wasn't. It looks like you guys are agreeing with it, so I must have saw it wrong. Gard Knight, thank you for the $5 donation. All your donations tonight, Gard says, I watch a lot of football, but don't see too many cats that hit like the Spoon Man. # left-handed genius. Now you gotta watch out for those lefties. They bring the boom, Garth. That's just what they do. And that was a legit teeth rattler right there that he gave Rondale Moore. And that's what this kid brings. He's a kid with a pretty multiple skill set. He had an interception in this game that was wiped off. He's already showed you he can do that. He can tackle like hell. He can cover like hell. He can blitz like hell. And yep, he can even hit like hell. Well said, Garth. Love it, man. Left-handed geniuses. It's a real thing. Brandon Perry, you as well has answered my call. My call is to say, hey, if you're not subscribed, please do get subscribed to my channel. It doesn't cost you a single thing. It is free. And in subscribing to my channel, you help my channel out so considerably in the growth and showing up on other people's searches. Just by you subscribing, you help me to show up on other people's searches. So thank you for doing that. You're awesome, Brandon, for jumping aboard the Hawks Nest. I really do appreciate it. Vector 7, thank you for the $5 donation. And Vector, I know you've done a couple drops today as well. Thank you for that. He says, I forgot I'm overweight and broke my favorite chair. Reminds me of the Seahawks offense recently. Yeah, it's kind of that's a pretty apt metaphor, I think. Yeah, we're leaning a little bit too far back on our chair with our weight, and we got to remember, we have gone past the size limits on this. We just have to sit steady and within the pocket of the chair. No leaning back, no setting the front legs up, all 4 legs on the ground. It's the only way we're going to keep this thing functional. Well said, Sector 7. Well said. Thank you again, all you guys on the donations. I just finally got caught up on the donations today, so thank you for all the donos coming through down the line. I do want to let you guys know, too, as a programming note, I will be over on the Bleacher Report about 15 minutes after the game ends or so. I'll be over there doing a post-game breakdown of this, of the action here today. Over on that side of it, you can go and find that link in the description section of this video. You have to download the app, but I will be going over there doing these post-game reports over there kind of for the foreseeable near future. So if you guys can, just do download that app. I'll be bouncing over there as just a little bit after the game, probably about 15, 20 minutes as soon as the game ends. I'll be live over on that. We'll be doing a little half-hour show over on the Bleacher Report. Nick Gardner, thank you for answering that bell, man, and ringing it, and becoming a subscriber to the channel, too. Appreciate you jumping aboard. Boy, that missed field goal factors in big here, doesn't it? 17-10 now, Seahawks. Play action pass. Seahawks bringing some pressure, getting Dobbs to evade the pressure, and then Bobby Wagner comes down and makes the tackle really quickly after the catch for almost no gain. I do appreciate you, though, Nick. You're a gentleman and a scholar, sir. Thanks for jumping aboard. 10-17. 3 tight end look here for the Cardinals. The give is going to be into the back, who is quickly brought down on the ground by Mario Edwards Jr., penetrating into the backfield and taking him down for about a negative 3-yard gain there on that play. 3rd down and 13 for this Cardinal offense. Yavi22, thank you for subscribing as well. Yavi, I appreciate you too, man. You guys are awesome for doing that. You really do help the channels out by subscribing like you are. So appreciate you so very much. Big play in this game. 2 safety high look from the Seahawks. Press coverage on the outside. 3rd and 13. Seahawks are bringing the blitz. They've got Dobbs, and he's slung into the ground. Devin Witherspoon. Witherspoon was shot out of a cannon on that play, and he was hunting for blood, and he was going to spill it. Witherspoon creeping down near that line of scrimmage, and then he's just a blur. Blows right past the blocking guard, who doesn't even get barely a hand on him. The guard saw him coming, and then just throws him to the ground with his physicality. Great job by Devin Witherspoon. Great job by the defense today. Doing their part, doing their job. Tariq Woolen might have gone away with a teensy-bitsy hold there. Oh, they called him for the hold. Okay. They didn't even show a flag on the... So a hold on Tariq Woolen that was called on that play. Gives him a 1st down. Wow. I don't know if that's right on the line. I don't know if it... Jesus. You always got to wait about 10 seconds after every play for the officials because, maybe they'll deliberate. Maybe they got to, don't accelerate. We might have a sayer. All right, 2nd and 5. That sucks. Play action pass. It's going to be a screenplay here. Seahawks all over it. Jordan Brooks completely hunted that one out and got it snuffed out quick with Rondale Moore. We got another 3rd down and 7 now for the Cardinals. Jaron Reed did a good job of making Rondale have to reroute back inside after the catch. .6:42 to go in the 4th quarter. Seahawks up 17-10. Cardinals still on their side of the field here at the 38-yard line. It's going to be a give here on this play, and they're going to get a 1st down run out of 3rd and 7. Seahawks were expecting a pass all the way there. A few more Seahawks with the $2 donation says, every time Spoon makes a play, flag. Yeah, he's got already an interception wiped off the book today. And he's going to get a sack wiped off the book today. Seahawks offense has been super disappointing this half to put the defense in this position to have to play like this now and lock everything down so much. Shotgun look here now. 1st and 10. Quickly swallowed up in the backfield. Stair Mikado. Bobby Wagner there with the tackle. So bring this up to 2nd and 9. Mike Ritter, thank you for subscribing to the channel, Mike. I appreciate you jumping aboard the Hawks Nest and answering that call, man. Very, very kind of you. Appreciate you. And for your Seahawks, thank you for that $2 donation as well, brother. 2nd down and 9. So, yeah. Empty look here for Dobbs, dropping back to throw. Great job by Jordan Brooks in coverage. He arrived right as the ball arrived to lay a little lick there and jostle the ball free. Fantastic job by Jordan Brooks there on that play. Perfect timing on Michael Wilson. That's a receiver he's covering there. Great job, kid. Great job. 3rd down and 9. 5:09 to go in the 4th quarter. Cardinals are 5 of 13 today on 3rd downs. They're going to spread them out of the Seahawks, are they here? Hawks showing a 4-man front. Pressure's there. And Dobbs has got to throw it. Zach Ertz can't get his hands up in time. Dobbs had to throw that little quick, little rushed. And this will be 4th down. Great job by the defense with another stop. Had a little help here where Ertz just couldn't get his hands up in time because he's only about 7 yards away for Dobbs. So when this ball's coming in this quick, you almost just don't have, your hands are trying to get up so quick to react to where the ball's coming in. Couldn't quite get the hands up in time. But a fantastic job by this Seahawks defense. They have carried as they did last week. They have really, 4th and 9, they're going for it here. God, and that's a 4th down stop. Cardinals with a very weird decision there on their part with Gannon. They go with a 4th down. The television copy did a bad job. They were showing all the other shots and they just cut to them suddenly in shotgun. But they tried that with Clayton Tune, the backup in the game. Cardinals, Gannon with a very strange call there at that moment in the game. If I'm Gannon, I'm trusting my defense. They've been holding strong throughout the course of this half. I only have 3 points given up. I lean on my defense and try to play the field position game a little bit versus taking that trek with it. But we'll take it nonetheless as we get field position back now and a chance to put this game away for good with only 4 minutes and 58 seconds to go on the clock. Sector 7, thank you for another man, $5 donation. I appreciate all your donos today. You are amazing, brother. This game, keep drinking. Come on. Drinking. Come on. Drinking. Come on. We're going to have a few drunk folks by the end of this one. No doubt about that. That is to be certain. Thank you, Sector. Appreciate you, brother. Alan, thank you for the $5 donation. Appreciate all your donos tonight too, Alan. Seahawks are definitely a top 5 defense right now. I don't care what anybody says. Well, I think we can certainly say that it's been a different defense the second that Jamal Adams has stepped back onto this football field. Am I saying it's just Jamal Adams getting it done and Tim? No. But with his arrival, with that Giants game, I know he didn't play all of it, but the spirit, the game plans, how they're trying to stop these teams has definitely seemingly gotten a lot more aggressive, a lot more tight with his arrival back in there. And they're on the pathway to maybe getting there, Alan, to your point. I can't quite give them that quite yet, but I think that they're potentially on the path with these kind of performances that they're putting in here. I mean, this offense is put them in bad places. The consistency offensively hasn't necessarily been there as much today. It's not been just a pouring on out bad offensive performance, but it's definitely really grinded to a halt here, especially lately. And defensively, you've been put into some tough positions today, and they've answered that bell every single time. Unbelievable job by the defense today to do it. They did it last week too. With you can't allow 1 first down to the Bengals, right? Where Trey Brown gets the ball knocked free down there, and they have been absolutely sensational, Alan. Very, very impressed to see from this defense what they're bringing to bear. This half, it's been punt, missed field goal, and a turnover on downs for the Cardinal possessions in this half against that Seahawks defense. Wonderful job. Gino and company come out now on 1st and 10. Cardinals showing a 3-4 look. They're going to give this in to Kenneth Walker. He's going to dance around and get himself only about a gain of 2 or 3 yards. That is the weirdest fake punt call I've ever seen in my life from the Cardinals. I don't know what. Great job by Michael Jackson on that play, too, to play that smart on that 4th down stop. 2nd down and 8, 4:24 to go as the clock continues to roll. Geno. Actually, DJ Dallas is going to line in the backfield now with a direct snap. The give is to Kenneth Walker. Fake pitch play back to Geno. Walker will then run it back up for a gain of about 3 yards. First fly sweep of the day here for Seahawks. All right, 3:49 to go in this game, 3rd and 5. Seahawks up 17-10, trying to put this game away. Cardinals bringing a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They get it to Bobo. Bobo is right there near the 1st down. We'll see where they give him on the mark. Great job by Bobo to fight so strongly. He makes the catch, and it doesn't look like it's certain he's going to have enough space there to go make that 1st down. Able to just fight forward just enough here to get the 1st. That's a big 1st down in this game. Cardinals have all 3 of their timeouts. We're going to hit right at the 3-minute mark here now. Geno under center. Bobo goes in motion, 3 wide receiver look for the Seahawks. The give is going to be into Walker. Walker dancing around a little bit there, prancing forward, dancing and prancing. Finds himself about 6-yard, 7-yard gain there. This will bring up 2nd and 3. And the Cardinals are going to call their first timeout here of the half. Mom says, go Hawks. Thank you, Mom. Appreciate the $10 dono. And Indy, go Hawks. Go Hawks, Mom. I hope you're having a good day out there. I love you. Got to call you. I meant to call you yesterday. Didn't get a chance, but I got to give you a ring too. So you're do a phone call. You're do a telephony for me too. Appreciate you, Mom. Love you. All right. 2 minutes, 41 seconds to go. Cardinals got 2 timeouts. Hawks got a 2nd and 3. Noah Fant goes in motion here. 2 tight end look for the Hawks. Draw and lock it out wide. The give is going to be into Walker. Walker dancing through, and he's going to get himself a 1st down. 1st down, Kenneth Walker. And the Cardinals are going to call their 2nd timeout. So 2 more times this clock can be stopped with the 2-minute warning and the final timeout that the Cardinals are going to have. But that 1st down is a pretty big 1st down there. Alan with a $2 donation says, why are the refs protecting Dobbs like that? Did I miss? I might have missed it on one of the plays. Were they protecting? Not sure, Alan. I'm not sure which one you're talking about with that. Like the earlier moment in the game when he got hit in the head, the head hit thing they called on Mafe. And let me know in the chat, Alan. I'll look. You don't have to post another dono. If you just put in the chat, I'll respond if you mean on which one you meant. 1st and 10 now for the Hawks. Pitch play to Walker. Early penetration by Cardinals in the backfield. They were all over that play. And that'll be a 3-yard loss. Kazir White made a great job of getting in the backfield there. Reading that play quick. Cardinals are going to take their final timeout now. So Seattle has a potential here now of, you could basically get this down to about 1 minute and 15 if you just wanted to, it's 3rd down. Oh no, 2nd down. Why do they, the telecast sometimes gets confused. They put 3rd down up there. So we got 2 downs here. You could technically run this twice and take it down to like 115-ish or so. Seahawks are in field goal range at the moment, but that might be what drives you on this decision making as well. Is we run it twice, we get 6-7 yards, we're in better field goal range, and we've run the clock down. And indeed, they're going to give the ball off to Walker here. Walker out wide, don't go out of bounds, buddy. And he goes out of bounds. Yeah, that's just what you don't want to have happen there, buddy. He gets a nice gain on the play, but he allows the clock to stop, which is almost more important than the extra 2 yards you get by not staying in bounds there. You got to stay in bounds. Walker does cross 100 yards with that carry on 26 attempts. Seahawks are going to call a timeout here. Not the worst of options. You only gain 25 seconds of time by trying to run this down to the 2-minute warning. There may be a draw here to try to actually throw the ball. Potentially. Third down and 7. K9 having a good game day, yeah, for sure. Guessing this is probably going to be a run here. And just try to trust Myers with the field goal attempt. Cardinals only are showing a 3-man, 4-man front. They're creeping up into now 5-man front. They're going to throw this ball. Okay. And off of JSN's fingers. And so we're going to have to hope here that Myers can get it done. Seahawks passing attack has left a lot to be desired today. And that got right off of JSN's hands. I mean, he's got to catch that ball. That's hit you right in the hands, buddy. You got to make the grab there. So it comes down to Myers here to put this game away or allow the Cardinals to have a sign of life. It's a 48-yard attempt here for him. He's from the kicker's favorite hash mark. The snap is down. The kick is up. It is through. Let's go. Myers gets the kick. Seahawks go up 20-10. And whoo, okay. Woo. Let's go. Let's go. Alan, thank you again for that $2 drop. Garth, thank you for the $5 drop. Says, I didn't know Bobo was a Navy man with that anchor tattoo on his right bicep. No doubt he got that ink in Thailand while on shore leave. He did, and there's a grand story behind it. He just can't ever tell anyone about it until he's on his deathbed. That's the only sad part about it. There's a hell of a story, but he can't tell nobody about it. It almost is one of those stories that's got to go with you to your death. You know, I'll take that with me to my grave. Oh, shoot. Thank you, Garth. Appreciate all your donations tonight, man. Let me, one sec. I'll be right back, folks. All right, this kick will go back into the end zone. The Cardinals are going to take over at the 25-yard line. And just as a reminder, folks, I will be doing a post-game stream with the Bleacher Report here just after the game. So if you are looking for we will be doing a post-game discussion here too after I do the Bleacher Report stream. But directly after the game, we'll be doing that Bleacher Report stream over there. So if you do look into the description link of this video, you will find a link to that live stream show. And you do have to download the app, but if you download the app, you'll be able to see the show in its totality. It's only about a half hour over on that side, and we'll be back here with post-game discussion. Quick check down throw here for Dobbs on 1st and 10. He'll complete that for a gain of about 7 or 8 yards. I think the Hawks are going to be perfectly happy and fine and content to allow them to do those kind of plays right there. I don't think they're going to have any problem with that. And the Cardinals tried to get another snap off before the 2-minute warning, but they were unable to do so. Ryan Ball, I agree, man. It's going to get better from here. There will be the pearl clutching a little bit after this game. We should have beat them more. We should have beaten them by 3 touchdowns. And it's like, yeah, you should have played a better game, but you win. You come out of this game, if you do come out with a 10-point win, I think overall, team's moving in the right direction. Megan, thank you for the $10 donation. I appreciate you for that, Megan. And as always, what you're doing as far as the mod duties go as well. I know that that's not always an easy task. Megan says, memories of this time last year with another win gives me bragging rights over my brother yet again. Looking forward to hearing Ollie yell, "Go Hawks!" when I see him again, and I'm going to enjoy this win. Oh, you better, Megan. I mean, do you at that point tell your brother we do kind of, we're maybe going to start to be getting to the point where we're going to maybe be owning your team here soon? How do you deal with that, big bro? You know, there's a lot of emotions for him to have to try to get through at that point, Megan. Thank you for that $10 donation, and tell Ollie I said go Hawks too. Give him a big go Hawks for me. Spectre 7, thank you for another $5 donation. All your donos today, brother. And everybody, Megan, Spectre 7, Garth, you guys are just unbelievable. John Stillwell, appreciate all of you guys for all your donations today. I mean, there's too many to name. Almost Alan A. You guys have been unbelievable today on your support. All the new subscribers as well. Absolutely an unbelievable day with that. I know I said that word, but it is just, it's insane how much support I get on this channel. So I thank you so very much, you guys, for all of that. Sector 7 with a $5 donation says, oops, they showed fish throwing at Pike Place. Drink, everyone. Was that the most little, just meager looking little fish too? Like, if you're going to throw the fish, get the big dog out there. They brought a little guppy out. You threw a guppy. Like, you know, that's like catching a beanbag. You know, you got to, I want the big salmon. I need 2 hands on it to throw it and catch it. Don't go into Pike Place with that weak sauce. The fish is too heavy. The big fish is too heavy to throw. Oh, come on. Throw the big fish. If you're going to go do the whole thing, you're going to go through the rigmarole and get the whole shot down there at Pike Place, then throw the big fish. Can't do one without the other. That thing was tiny. I need to throw that one back. I hope no one's eating that thing. All right, 2nd and 2 now. Dobbs dropping back to throw. He's going to throw this and get it completed. We do have a penalty flag on the play. Hollywood Brown makes the catch. Are you getting a defensive hold here? Yeah, you got Trey Brown with a little defensive hold there on Hollywood Brown. They'll, of course, decline the penalty and take the yards. 1:53 to go in the 4th quarter. Cardinals have no timeouts. They're on the Seahawks side of the field at the 46-yard line. Dobbs back in shotgun. Adams up around the line of scrimmage here. He's going to come on a blitz. And Dobbs is going to get rid of the ball, seeing Adams coming on the blitz. Can't blame him for that. He just throws that one away. He just tosses it. Glesman, 30. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, Glesman. Welcome aboard the Hawks Nest, and thank you for answering that call. We're trying to get up over 15,000. Please do join Glesman today. Get subscribed to the channel. Help us get over that mark. We're hustling fast. We're getting there in a hurry, and I'd love to hit that spot. 2nd down and 10 now. Dobbs in shotgun. 2 wide to one side, 1 wide to the near side. Seahawks bringing 4-man pressure look here. They're getting some pressure, and Darrell Taylor gets him down. There we go. Taylor getting a little bit of eating in. Taylor in the game with Uchenna Nwosu down with a little bit of an injury. And Taylor able to track him down there with good effort on the play. Taylor chipped and created quick pair. Comes inside there. Good job. The tackle kept thinking Taylor was going to bounce back to the outside. He just brought it inside. 1:18 to go here, 3rd and 22. This ball will be completed and drugged down for a very short gain. This will bring up 4th down. That does stop the clock as he does get out of bounds. So 4th and 11. Jamal Adams able to take him down there at the end of that. Fourth and 11. Seahawks dropping everybody into zone except for 4-man pressure look here. They're getting the pressure. Jaron Reed's going to get there. He's going to sling him down to the ground. Dobbs taken down for a sack. Jaron Reed continues his outstanding start to this season, one of the better starts of his career to begin his start here, and puts a nice exclamation on this game. We're not going to let you score and then rely on it to be an onside kick. We're not letting you guys score another point in this game, is what the Seahawks said after halftime. No more. And that's just what they've done. Allowed no more. It has been a complete team effort. It has been the tackling, the hitting, the discipline in the run game, and their fits. It has all been there on display today. A day where you had 3 turnovers to no turnovers for the Cardinals. The one time you had an interception in this game. The one time you had an interception in this game, it got called back. But despite that, the defense held strong. Defense did their part. Is this Cardinal offense one of the weaker offenses in the league? Sure. Especially without James Conner, maybe their most important offensive weapon. But did you go out there today and still defensively give it to him in that second half? Yeah, you did. You weren't always put in really easy situations to get the job done either. Huge props to this defense. David puts a $2 donation in and I think asks the most important question coming out of this game a little bit is, can the offense and defense be good together? Does it have to be an either or? Can we get both of these guys going at the same time? Well, here's some parts to have some encouragement in, even if you are a person that finds yourself in the camp of believing that this should have been a bigger win. We should have gotten 30 points. They should have had 10 points. We should have, boat raced them, lapped them, whatever, you want to use to apply there. You are right now 4-2 as a team, and you haven't gotten to a place yet where you've played a complete football game yet. You haven't gotten to a place where both offense and defense are both humming at the same time. What happens when that occurs? What happens when that happens? And I'm not saying I know it's going to occur, but I know this offensive line is going to get healthier. I know I got DK Metcalf coming back. I've got Bobo rolling now. We got JSN starting to get a little bit more into the mix. There is at least a little bit of reason to believe that there's hope there and optimism for the offense to continue to get a little bit better as the time goes on. Geno's got to play smarter. He's got to play better. I ain't going to doubt that. I don't think he played a miserable game today, but the interception, the snap, we're going to have to hear about who's at fault or blame for that. He still ends up the game with 113 rating, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 9 yards an attempt, 18-24. So it was pretty accurate too on top of it. It's got to play better though. It's got to play better. But yeah, I mean, what happens at that point, David? What happens if you get both of these sides of the ball playing good football at the same time? And now you got an offense scoring points and a defense that's not allowing much of nothing. And I think that's why I say this team has not yet played its best football. You come off this win today, you still say not yet played its best football. And this is how seasons go. Sometimes teams don't often start out where they're at their strongest and they're dominant and they stay dominant throughout the course of the year. And then they go to the Super Bowl and they go through it. That does happen. But a lot of times it's about the team coming together over the course of the year. Those Super Bowl teams and getting stronger as the year goes along, playing your best ball as the year goes along. And I can see the signs for having a lot of not empty hope, but reasonable hope to believe that that's going to be the case. The defense has been on point with it. They're not giving up an inch. Certainly there's going to be tougher offenses that come through that are going to be bigger challenges against them, but they're dominating who they're up against over the past couple of weeks for the most part. Absent those 2 drives by the Bengals where they got the points in that game, you absolutely locked everything down. That Giants, you gave them nothing. This game, you gave them basically nothing. The defense is really turning it on and far beyond, I think, anywhere we thought they could be at when we looked at them this offseason, coming off the performance of where they were last year. But I do think they're going to get there, David. Thank you for that donation. I think you will see at one point or another both these two sides of the ball play together, play well at the same time. Health being the big key. Can we get Lucas back? No, can you get him back in the mix? Okay, Lucas is back in there. Now maybe we're only to the point of just having a Bradford as your only rookie out there on that line. That would be nice. And we'll have to see. Some of this depends on where Evan Brown is on his injury situation. But that will be one thing I think that'll help us get there myself. The Kivers. Thank you for subscribing, Kivers, to the channel. I appreciate you answering that bell as well and jumping aboard the Hawks Nest as you are. So thank you and welcome aboard here to the Hawks Nest on that side of things. Appreciate you very much. Megan with another $2 donation says, "We are the 12s. Hear us roar." I love it. I love it, Megan. And we should feel good about today's game. No doubt about that. And I'm roaring. I'm roaring after this game. I'll tell you that. I am going to go ahead and pin a message here to the top of the screen here as we're going to be wrapping up here fairly shortly. You can click the link right there. I'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes over on that side of it on the Bleacher Report as I'm going to be doing a 30-minute live stream show over there. Then we'll be bouncing back over to here for post-game discussions after that point. So that'll be kind of the beats of how we do this a little bit right now. But you can click that link right now. You have to download the app, but if you do download the app, the link will take you directly to the show, and I will be doing that in about 15 minutes or so. I just need to get a couple of things prepared for it. Megan, thank you for all your donations today. I appreciate everything you do as well as a mod on the channel tonight, and we are 12s. We'll take the win. Don't apologize for wins. Don't talk about, well, the win could have been better. Win should have been better. It's a win. Hard to win the NFL. Very hard to win the NFL. You take those wins, start stacking them up. We're 4-2. We're on the right side of this. Things do need to improve in certain areas, but things are improving in other areas. I think we feel pretty good about where things are at. Alan, thank you for the $2 donation. I appreciate you for that. Alan says, cheers to all the real 12s out there. 4-2, baby. 4-2. Let's go. 4-2 feels good. 4-2 feels really good. And if you guys want to understand, when it does come down, just getting this win by any means necessary. The Seattle Seahawks have a 59% chance of making the postseason with a win today, according to the odds on this sort of stuff. I don't know how much you want to put into that, but if you want to put some stock into it, 59% are the odds of making the playoffs if you got the win today. If you lost today, if you went to 3-3, your odds were going to be at 31%. You lost you almost half your odds of making the playoffs with a loss today against this Cardinal team. Huge game to get this done. Yes, the Cardinal team is going to be one of the weaker teams in this NFL. Yeah, they're probably going to win maybe 1, 2, 3 games at the most this season. But you still handled business. You took care of them. You won by 10 at the end of the day when this is all rounded out. And we're moving in the right direction. We're moving in the right direction. As I like to say, everything is still well within our grasp. But Alan, thank you for all your donations tonight, man. I appreciate you for everything you've dropped here on the channel. You've been amazing on that, not just today, but throughout your time here and your support of the channel. Megan with another $2 donation says, my brother is pissed. Can feel it from here. Well, because he was thinking there was some hope early on there, Megan. He's like, oh, we're kind of hanging with this team. Well, we're kind of hanging with them. Hey, man, I'm going to get my sister yet on this one. He probably had your number like lit up in the phone to call, just waiting for that one key moment. And just as he thinks he's got victory, it's ripped from his grasp, ripped from his fingers. Yeah, I bet he's not a happy camper right now, Megan. I bet he's a little annoyed at this moment. Just a little. Whatever, Megan. That's what he's probably gonna say. Just wait till we get Caleb. What probably he'll tell you, Megan, is he says, just wait till we get Caleb now. That's probably what he's going to tell you. If I was your brother, that's what I would be telling you. I'd be saying, wait till we get Caleb. Because he knows he can get you with that one. Thank you, though, Megan. I appreciate you for that donation so very much. Very, very, very kind of you for all your donuts today on the channel. All right, folks, we will wrap this up here shortly. Again, click that link if you could for me. I've got it pinned at the top of this message, or you can get in the link in the description link And that's the link to the Bleacher Report live stream show I'm going to be doing over there. It's a half-hour show. We're going to be doing this kind of at least into next week and maybe the foreseeable future. So might be smart to just get that app downloaded. I'll be then bouncing back over here on the channel for some post-game discussion after I get that finished up on that side of the thing. So it'll kind of go bang, bang, bang. We'll be back here a little bit, about an hour and a half, 2 hours or so back for the post-game discussion over on this side of it. So that'll be kind of the approach with it. I want to thank everybody in the chat today. We had, I think, well over 900 people in here at one point in the channel as we just continue to grow so very large here. I love doing this. You guys seem to really respond well to it, which I'd love to hear as well, because you guys didn't like hearing it, then it wouldn't go very far. But I love doing this play-by-play stuff. It was a fun day for me on this. I know there will be some, you guys know there'll be some hand-wringing going on, but it's a win. We're 4-2. The season's well within our reach here. We've got some things to clean up. Sure, we got some things to clean up, but I would reckon to guess just about any NFL team out there, maybe absent Niners and Eagles team or whatever, is going to be talking about needing to clean stuff up right now. So that's pretty much everybody out of the league and where they're standing right now can all clean some things up. Free Truth is going to finish us off right by celebrating 2 months as a Hawks Nest member. Thank you for that, Free Truth. He says, where would our Super Bowl be without a great defense? The defense was the main carrying factor, Free Truth, that's for sure. Your offense was good. Your running game was good. You had a pretty good quarterback, but it was indeed the defense that did carry the day for that team above any other factor. And today was echoes of those former defensive performances. I'm putting together my next great moments video for the Seahawks channel. Was working on it last night, and it's going to be a game against the Dolphins back in 2016 that had a lot of echoes of kind of this game, where you needed your defense to hold tight, hold strong, overcome from some of the offensive failures, and they were able to get it done today. This is the room for error thing, where not only do you put out a good performance, but you put out a great performance because you help to sort of pick the offense up a little bit, which is just good to see, because there's been many times even the offense has picked up the defense in recent years. So it's good to see it on the other side of it. And I say it again, this defense and its upside for where it can go. As somebody mentioned in the chat, they look at it as a top 5 defense. I don't know if it's a top 5 defense, but it continues to be jumping up rungs of the ladder for the potential we saw in them, for the ceiling that we saw in them. And that gives this team that much more ceiling along with it. Does the offense have to be better? Sure. Offense has got to be better, but it does raise that ceiling up just a little bit more from where we saw it at the start of this year. We were thinking maybe best case scenario, this defense could round into top 15-ish state of things, right? Somewhere in there. But well said, Free Truth. We're going to need both sides of the ball to get this done this year. If we want to be a contender, it's not going to be just a super offense and special teams making it happen. It's going to be the offense, the defense, and the special teams making it go. I appreciate you guys for watching today. I will be back in about 2 hours or so here over on the channel here to do the post-game discussion with you guys. Please do hit that like button if you haven't already on your way out the door. And as well, if you're not subscribed, join the many subscribers who joined the channel today. Help us get over that 15,000 mark as we are trying to hit that mark and get there. If I'd like to clear it far, far before if we can, and we're motoring our way to getting there. So thank you to all of you guys for answering that and doing that, getting it done as you do. Appreciate you guys for watching. It was a little bit of a dirty win at times. It was a beautiful defensive performance, but a little bit of a dirty win. But a dirty win's okay, because at the end of the day, it's still a W in the column, right? Still a W that you mark in the column. And at the end of the day, when you look at the W's and losses, you want way more wins than losses. That's what's going to determine where we get the playoffs, whether we can make even more noise beyond that. Let's say for a division run, and you put the W up. That's the most important thing. Well done by the Seattle Seahawks team to get it done today. Good job by Coach Carroll on the 2 challenges that he brought to the play. That weighed heavy in this game. And in a way, when you look at this overarching, especially going down the stretch in that game with the offense not able to get a whole lot done. So props to Coach Carroll on those 2 challenges as well, which weren't always necessarily straightforward, easy challenges to recognize in the moment when he called them, I thought. But great job on his part. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back in a couple hours, but until I come back during that time period, I hope I don't have to remind you for the next couple hours. I come and riding high off a win, but I'm going to remind you anyway. You know I got to do it before I leave. Not for sale. Thank you for the $2 donation to finish us up right. It says Spoon is Defensive Rookie of the Year easy. I think he's got to be your front runner at this point. Had a sack taken off the board today, another interception taken off the board today. But then even beyond that, he was still out there a factor. Wasn't giving up anything in coverage. 3 tackles, a pass defensed. Just absolutely blur out there on the football field. Fine performance from him again today. And I think you are absolutely right. He's got to be your front runner right now as a Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't know how you can't give him. I know Carter's been good, but Carter's not able to have this kind of impact that Witherspoon's had It's been to me both Jamal Adams and Witherspoon getting fully up to speed within this defense that's been the big reason this defense has taken this final big leap forward in their performance recently. Him and Jamal within that. And it's been great to see that this kid has been this good, this fast. And that hit he put on, that's one of your hardest hits of the year so far. That might be the hardest hit of the year from any Seahawks defender. And that's like his second or third one, by the way. He's laid a couple of these shots already across the board. So he's just getting warmed up with it. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you, Not For Sale, for wrapping this up right. Just jumping in the stream right now. I'm going for the Bleacher Report. I'll be over there in about 10 minutes to start us up on that show. And then we'll be back here for the post-game discussion. You can click that link up in the top of the chat section right now. I've got it pinned, or it's down there in the description section. But until I come back, folks, please do not ever forget, go Hawks.